Welcome to the next episode of The Heart of Darkness, a D&D adventure set in the deep, dark jungles of Chult. With me today, as always, are our team of adventurers. We've got Kimages playing Kazara, the sorcerer. Jax is played by the Nancy Druid, and she is our bard. Noah/Bamboomerang here on Twitter. On Twitch, whatever platform we're on at the moment, is playing Sven, our fighter. The illustrious Than Rand plays Vim, our rogue, and of course Bryn, Katie Lynn on Twitter, plays our ranger. And welcome back, guys.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay! All
It's
right.
great to be back.
So yeah, we've had a week off. Anybody have anything they want to say before we get started?
I missed you.
Oh,
I missed you too, man. I'm so glad we're back. Yeah.
the fan band back together.
Yeah.
We got the Than back. We got the Kaylin back. Talking into my water bottle because my throat's a little scratchy. All right. So let's just get started. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had delved deeply into the Temple of Sessanek, the home of Kesthak, a two-headed lizard who was attempting to ascend to demigodhood in service to that foul lizard god Sessanek. But our adventurers defeated him during his trial. As they were assailed by a number of undead creatures, they were able to take out Kesthak, and in doing so, destroy the temple as it fell apart around them. They escaped out a crack in the temple up through the ground and now are surrounded by the bodies of dozens of dead lizards, others screaming, fleeing into the woods, as something terrifying had happened out in the world around them after they killed Kesthak. And with that, take it over to the players. What do you do, guys?
So I know I almost died and everything, but we're gonna have such an awesome song to sing, and we'll be like totally famous after this experience. Am I right? High five.
All right. I will try out this high five.
All right, old man.
Thanks, young cat.
I remember something about looting. Did we have anything to collect after that?
There are a ton of dead bodies around you.
Some scorched lizard?
I'm just
What
gonna,
is the
like, rifle
situation
around.
right now? Like, is it
The
chaos
situation
right now, or
is
is
one
it
of
calm?
chaos. You
Chaos.
hear more screams running off into the woods. Something happened out here after you killed Kesthak. Something that caused an earthquake and caused a great rift to be open in the summoning chamber that you were in. And apparently murdered just hundreds of lizard folk out here. Left the others running screaming out into the forest.
Well, time
This
to see what
looks
they have in their
bad.
pockets. I start shamelessly rooting through pockets.
Yeah, anybody who wants to loot at this point, go ahead and make investigation checks.
I'm gonna loot.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I want some of that fish.
Well, I didn't find anything.
I don't loot, but I look at everybody else looting that I wanted to loot.
For sure. Vim, you're able to find like a solid 125 gold pieces out there. And Sven, you get a little bit as well.
Okay.
You mostly pick up headdresses and things like that look ornate and like they might sell, where you to take them back to civilization with you. You got some nice necklaces, a few rings. So you've got jewelry to the equivalent of 100 gold pieces. And Bryn, you find what looks to be a very interesting staff first. It's just incredibly ornate. It's got a jade lizard head on it, carved in that Aztec style, and with feathers coming off the top of it. You also find an additional 5 platinum and 35 copper. So somebody please make note of that so that we can
I
put it in the
will.
spreadsheet as well.
All right. Vim with just straight liquid dollars.
I already added that to my gold pieces.
Oh, you got it? Okay, cool. I
I
won't
found
try-
it. It's mine.
It's yours. It's all good.
My precious.
100 gold pieces of ornate stuff. And we had a staff.
Do we know what the head like? Is there anything special about the headdresses, or can I like look at them? And...
You may. They're ceremonial headdresses. You're.
Cool.
1 second. I'm sorry. I'm bringing up some notes here too. They're mostly kind of reinforcing like either the power or the speed. They're very much used to kind of designate what kind of lizard folk it was. And the more innate they are, the more, like, the higher rank they are, probably.
Oh.
All right.
I look around and I'm like, every single body that I tried to loot, there wasn't anything in their pockets. How did you guys get so lucky? I must have been looting the wrong corpses.
Turns out you were
You're-
accidentally trailing 10 feet behind Vim.
That makes sense.
So is there a trail of some kind showing like what caused this to happen, or does it look like they all just spontaneously just up and died?
It's hard to tell. Give me another investigation check. Let me turn on some music as well, because why wouldn't there be music? No, there's so much confusion and stuff around after whatever happened. It's just hard for you to tell.
Do we see, oh god, what's their name, that was here running the distraction bit before we went in? Are they here?
You don't yet, but they were much more kind of out in the woods, like throwing stuff and trying to be, distractions. So they weren't getting super close to the temple.
Well, we killed their god ritual. I feel great.
After another moment of ruffling around, you hear some movement off in the bushes, and appearing out is Sasana and a number of her lizard folk.
I try and not look like I'm looting.
She gives a little smile as she walks up and, hello, you've done it, I think. Yes?
Oh, this!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
I'd say we did.
Done it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did something.
How
What
is
happened?
everything?
You were gone for
Kazara's
so long, we didn't know. Oh, what?
Kazara killed Kestak with a giant fireball.
Yeah.
I had a lot of hope.
Congratulations, and killed so many of them. What caused? We heard the commotion, but we're off in the woods, and we came back as soon as we felt a shaking. We didn't see what it was, though. What was it?
Oh, that killed all of the lizards
Or was
at
it?
our
Was
feet?
it you? Yes.
Well, I'd like to say I did, but no, I do not know what killed every single lizard, other than an ominous wording upon our victory over Tessinac.
Yes. So you killed Kesthak. Kesthak. But
Yes.
then this happened after he died. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. After an ominous voice said that these were not worthy, and they would be happy to cull them.
Oh.
I think those some mincing words here. I'm an old man, but yes, some force acknowledged us and I guess dismissed these life.
Oh, well, okay. She looks worried. We probably should not tarry here long. We can go back to our camp and then, what are you going to do next?
I guess we just keep going in search of whoever needs our help from here on out. I really don't know.
I was thinking of a nap.
Yes,
And
yes,
that
let's
would
get
be-
you. Yes, let's get you back to camp. Come, let's go.
Okay.
And she will lead you guys back. It's about an hour walk back to where they were camped, and you don't even see it until you walk up to it. It's been incredibly well camouflaged. They're these very small, maybe 2 foot tall lean-tos. There's no fire, that are completely covered in brush. And she goes, "This is where we were staying to watch them, and it's looks like it's starting to get dark. So let's have food and sleep, and tackle the rest of this in the morning. Yes."
Yes.
Oh, thank you. We're exhausted.
Yes.
Of course.
Sounds
Of course. The night passes uneventfully. There is the occasional after tremor of whatever happened at the temple, but nothing directly confronts you all. And then morning comes, well rested, fed on the essentially trail rations that your allied lizard folks had made for you. You're at this camp now with about 10 other these are mostly gecko lizard folk because they were scouts. Most of whom rose before you did as well, but you wake.
Oh.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Maybe a dumb one. We get our hit dice back?
You get all of your hit points back when you sleep, and all of your spell slots.
I mean hit dice.
You get half of your hit dice back.
And what about my companion Ghost, because he was knocked out?
We will assume he was stabilized, because I forgot about that. We will assume he was stabilized. We'll regain all of his hit points, and let's say he's lost 2 hit dice.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Should we try to figure out what happened? Or should we just chalk this up as a win and head out?
There's no way we've seen the end of whatever that was.
No, that disembodied voice did seem quite displeased.
An evil god slew his own folk after we defeated his champion, and I'm a little more comfortable not knowing what's next.
Didn't they mention something along the lines of not being worthy, or they didn't pass this test?
They were supposed to defeat us, interlopers from another land, and we showed them up.
Alright, so since we defeated them, then they were deemed unworthy. So I assume he's off to find somebody else who is worthy?
That would be my guess.
Kazara, make a Arcana check. Or does anybody have religion as a proficiency?
Yes.
If you have religion as a proficiency, only one person make it. Go ahead and make that check.
I have a foreign religion unless someone else wants to do it.
Oh, I do too.
I don't.
Can we both?
Oh,
No,
boy.
only one person. Kazara, why don't you go ahead and do it?
All right.
That seems appropriate.
Sven, I appreciate you letting me go on the ropes of my own.
Yeah. Bravo.
You are not a deep student of religion, obviously. But what you do know about it, you have called and have a connection with a god of your own. And it strikes you as unlikely that the ritual having not been finished, that whatever force caused this, whatever deity was summoned, was likely to be able to hold on to this realm for a long time. You need to channel power in order to keep a deity around, right? And it's unlikely that these folks were able to channel enough power with the ritual having failed.
So it sounds as though Sesenek won't be coming back anytime soon. I mean, he's definitely not still here. He failed in his mission. And the ritual that they were trying to complete, and we interrupted, kept them from channeling him here in this realm. So it sounds as though Sesenek is gone for the time being, but who's to say someone else won't try to channel him back here?
All right.
Point.
But for
So-
now,
What do we do about it?
So he's gone.
Do we need to do anything about it?
Me.
I mean, if he's not around doing anything, maybe we just try to find our way back home?
So he's been banished from this realm. We don't have to worry about him lingering here any longer?
That's what it sounds like.
Hmm.
I mean, I suppose we should try and find our way home.
Let's do it.
Or I would like to continue seeing if anyone else needs help.
That's good too.
That's just me personally.
I roll my eyes, but I don't say anything.
Well,
Well, I intend on following you, Kazara. I have no home I care to venture back to, and I'm interested in seeing where this holy quest takes us.
I mean, does oh shoot, what's her name?
Sasana?
Sasana. Does Sasana need our help with anything?
Uh,
Is she? Did they do okay after we sent them to the hills?
no, you knocked that out pretty well for us, actually. Thank you.
Cool.
You seemed concerned yesterday, Sasana. Is
Well,
there anything you were worried about in particular?
Well, I mean, the ritual, the whatever happened there, and it sounds like it was a passing thing, and it destroyed our enemies. So I feel much better today, especially having not seen any more of them. But we will have to continue our watch, and possibly raise this temple to the ground.
Not a bad start. It's a profoundly evil sight.
Are they going to try and collapse this temple, or would you like our assistance, Sasana?
Oh no, we should be able to handle that just fine, I think.
Oh, good. Is there a town nearby? Should we be heading somewhere, or does everyone just want to... I have no home to go to at this point, but...
Has all the business of the town we just visited been wrapped?
Say that again?
So, we've recently visited another city that we helped out as well.
Yes, Eelstad.
Ilstad, that's right. Did we resolve everything that we figured out there? I know they're very grateful for our help, and
Yes,
spared the
and
life.
they had a small boat as well.
Ooh.
We could
They
go
offered
and
us
watch.
use of their boat?
They seemed incredibly gracious when you left for having saved the village, yes.
That boat is not going to get us to, say, Waterdeep, right?
No, it's primarily a coastal fishing craft.
Jax, what are you thinking?
What is buyer? What do you need to do again?
I would like to find my way home as well, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So I will go with you.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah, there was one thing that was bothering me earlier. All those goods that came from Kalamshan, right?
Yes,
Ilstad
yes.
received all those goods from Kalamshan. Which means that the problem that we fix in Ilstad could be happening elsewhere.
Oh, that's.
Is that true? I'm having a hard time remembering.
Bryn, you remember your task, correct?
My what?
The task that you were originally set out with?
I was given a ruby.
I mean, you don't have to share it with everyone now. I just want to make sure that it is fresh in your mind.
Yeah,
I ha-
I also messaged you on Discord as a little reminder as well.
I also have a strange thing written in my diary here. It says, Kawasha in Port Nyanzaru. It's been so long I can't remember why that was significant.
So you, just to give you guys a reminder, because it has been a couple of weeks, you were given the holy symbol of the lizard holy woman who died in the prison, and she asked you to take that to the head of her order, or one of the heads of her order, Kawasha in Port Nine-Zar. Yeah.
Haha, it is relevant. I found it.
The next step.
She knew we passed. She passed.
Yeah, I think we should go to the port.
Right.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's find Kawasha.
And we could take the boat there.
Yes.
Now, are we all gonna fit on that boat?
If we hug each other really close.
Aww.
Someone's gonna have to sit on the lap.
Who's down for a cuddle?
Wow. Such a friendly group host, and turns out stopping an evil god invading the realm just brings all the snuggles out of those people.
It does. It really does.
The party who slays together stays together.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
One
sense.
second.
Like, well, I
Sorry.
am only 5'5", so
Put Bryn in my satchel.
I bet I'm going.
I'm like 6'2". It's fine.
Yeah, you know. All right, so is that your plan? Then you're going to head back to Eelstad, try and get the boat, take it up to Port Nine-Zar.
Sounds good to me.
Think we scrambled that plan together, yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a plan, and I like plans. Awesome. It's about a 4 days journey from where you are to Eelstad. It takes, it's not super heavy jungle on the way anymore. It seems like some form of magic perhaps had taken hold over this area that had caused it to become more violent and more wild. And as you walk, it seems like that feeling of violence that was in this area recedes into the background, as if something had let go of it. As you make your way to the outskirts of Eelstad, it's been about 2 weeks since you've been there. And it appears that it's back to being a very small, bustling hunting lodge community.
Okay, guys. How do you want to enter the city? We're heroes, so you just want to walk in and play it cool, or you want to bust out the trumpet? What do you think?
Thank you for the follow, Interjection RPG.
I feel like I want to come in playing a song about all the awesome things we did.
I like it.
Awesome.
Yes.
I will drum on my tummy.
All right. Make me a performance check, Jax.
Wait.
Nice.
Nailed it.
is that right?
You have, over the last few days, been composing an incredibly epic ballad that tells the story of not only how you defeated Kesthak at the moment of his ascension to demigodhood, but defeated his armies surrounding the place, saved a village of innocent lizard folk, and traveled through the mists to do it. That you are a magical party imbued with special powers and a special destiny. And as you start going through town, if you remember, there's the inn, there's the main hunting lodge where the boss guy lives, there's a number of servants' quarters and kind of a farm area. Where are you guys heading to?
Straight to the boat.
I would
Just
like
walk
to,
onto
just go to the
Yeah,
dock,
pretty
I
much.
suppose.
Okay. As you head to the dock, a bunch of kids actually start skipping along behind Jax. They really seem to be enjoying it. A few adults follow behind as well. Most of the folks recognize you and wave. The gentleman who actually runs, I don't have his name in front of me. Lord Halifax is what we'll call him, I guess. The gentleman who runs this little hunting lodge comes up to you as a party and goes, "It's good to see you back. What do you? How may we help you?"
Well,
We hear about a boat.
Yes, we do have a small boat.
I mean, if you have any ale, that's cool too.
We do
could use a
indeed.
celebratory drink.
yeah, you guys want to
Absolutely.
party for a little bit?
We should stop for a second and just get our drink on. We've earned it.
Of course, as you know, you may stay here at your leisure, and our facilities are yours to use.
Dope.
Dope.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome, bro.
Yeah, let's throw down. Let's get bomb diggity.
Excellent.
Let's-
I shall host a dinner in your honor this evening. We weren't able to properly celebrate your successes here in the city when you passed through before, but we have put things together much more nicely now. But if you will, to the inn. Let's go.
All right, everybody. Let's get weird.
Awesome. Yeah. And he takes you guys back over to the inn, and you are served what you wish. You guys got anything specific you want to do while you're there?
I want to dance with Jax.
Oh
Is anyone
yeah.
playing music at this inn?
Yeah,
Is there
there's
like
somebody
a-
playing music. They're not Jax. They're not as good as you. They're,
Oh yeah.
they're okay.
I
But they're
drunkenly
not-
look at Jax and I'm like, hey, you be so much better than this bitch playing the fucking ukulele
You
right
know-
now.
Oh, we should sing karaoke.
You should, yeah. Like, we should play some music.
Yeah.
You'd be so good.
Many-sided dice. Thank you for the cheer.
Oh shit.
We sing like a Britney Spears pop song karaokeing together.
And the crowd goes, make me performance checks. Yes, both of you make me performance checks, please.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
micro-wasted.
Yeah, Kazara doesn't exactly sing so much as she kind of mumbles and flails around a whole lot. But Jex, you, thanks to your bardic training, are able to keep it together a little bit more and actually kind of get the whole inn singing along with you by the end of it.
I love it. This is great, you guys. We should kill things more often and then celebrate immediately. Every time.
Healthy thing to do.
Yeah, I could live like this.
And time will pass. Oh, go ahead.
Like, can we talk to the bar patrons and see how things have been going? I guess.
Yeah, they'll let you know that they've been able to rebuild mostly over the last 2 weeks. Luckily, sticks and thatch are kind of an easy way to build most of the buildings here, and that's what they use primarily. The only two permanent, super, built like you're used to structures were the inn you're in now and the main hunting lodge, neither of which took a ton of damage in the combat. And so they've already had one hunting party go through with a couple of guides. Income is starting to flow back in, and it's starting to kind of rebuild itself.
Cool. That all sounds good.
Yeah. So the rest of the night will pass with fun and joyousness and a large and raucous celebration at the hunting lodge itself with all sorts of local food and fun, and will otherwise pass uneventfully for you guys.
I drink 2 beers and pass out.
Two drink right here.
Yeah.
Ryan, get wild. Ooh.
Awesome. So the morning comes, and there is
Kazara's
breakfast.
hungover.
Yeah, Kazara super hungover, unable to hold her liquor apparently at all. But you smell breakfast cooking from downstairs, and you go down and have a great local breakfast. With the Lord himself sitting at the table as well.
Oh. What a blessed morning.
Good morning.
Oh,
So, we have cheered, we have celebrated. What brings you here?
Still looking for that boat.
Oh, where are you looking to go?
To the Port Nizar?
Port Nyanzaru. Yes, it's
That's what I said. Sure.
6-day sail from here in the vessel that we have. Shall I provide you with a pilot? Excellent.
Yeah, I don't think any of
Yes.
us are fit to sail a boat right now.
I am not a seaman.
So many seamen. It's seeming
Oh,
just
closer
everywhere.
then.
I can't do it. It's okay. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy. Let's have it done. You leave at your convenience.
Well, I'm ready. How about y'all? I had some breakfast. I'm gonna just like sit quietly on the boat.
Does Eelstead have any stores or anything where I could purchase healing potions or anything like that?
No, it's a pretty simple, out in the middle of a jungle on a coast that is relatively untouched by civilization type of place.
Word. I'm ready to go when everyone else is.
Excellent.
Ready to move.
Let's go sailing.
Sailing, take me way to where have. Okay, sorry. Absolutely. So it's a pretty small boat. You all fit. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be comfortable, one might say. It'll be. You'll all get to know each other a little bit better. In 6 days on a small coastal ship, moving your way up the peninsula. You hop in the boat, and there's an old sailor who works on it, and he's very salty of the sea, and is probably one of the local fishermen who helps provide food for this place. And he brings you on board, and he says, just sit and wait, and if I ask you to grab a rope or move something, move that thing or grab that rope, please.
Would you say he's a salty seaman?
I would say he's quite a salty seaman.
My favorite.
Nyam,
That's
nyam.
the other kind.
Excellent. And with that, you guys push off. The winds are actually relatively fair as you move up the coast. You really don't know where you are on the coast, having never been to this part of the world before. But you do, essentially, the coast stays on your left-hand side the whole time, if that helps you kind of take your way. You get a sense of the immensity of Chult as you travel. It's endless green with slashes of white mountains through it, high cliffs overlooking a crashing sea that really underscore this untamed, wild place that you have just survived for the last month. The salt air is actually incredibly refreshing compared to the humidity and just stultifying nature of being under that canopy. You feel almost clean for the first time in a month after having left Waterdeep. The journey takes 6 days. You've never seen sunsets like this before in your life. It is both a terrifying and gorgeous place to be, with rocks and odd-shaped islands jutting high out of the water. You sail your way through, and at first you don't see any other traffic. But you get to a place where the peninsula itself curves out a little bit before going back what you assume to be north. And at first you spot a sail or two off in the distance. By the second day that you're up there, you are in what seems to be a trade lane. And soon enough, 6 days pass, and you find yourself in Port Nyanzaru. The masts of dozens of ships, you find yourself now rounding the headlands into the Bay of Chult, and a riot of color rises up before you. The masts of dozens of ships coming into and out of a large and active port frame a city that rises up into the hills covered in green jungle. Off to the port side of your ship, an incredibly large turtle shell crests out of the water as you turn into the port itself and as you turn into the bay itself and dives back down before you can catch more than a glimpse. On the other side of the ship is a large statue of a Chultan man, towering 200 feet high, standing on a stone plinth, jutting out of the center of the bay. As your ship slides up to the dock, you find yourself in a tropical city under the blazing sun. The familiar sounds of a harbor, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language filled with clicks and inhalations and a sing-songy words that make it sound almost musical. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mix with the wharfside smell of fish, tar, and canvas. And beyond all that, Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pink, or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers or is draped in leafy flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners, and multicolored peasants in sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes races past you, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer, costumed as a big-toothed lizard, stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing. Welcome to Port Nyanzaru.
This port is awesome!
Wow, that journey inland was poetic.
That's
Right.
Did anyone else feel that when the sunsets hit? Oh man.
Kazara, having never seen anything outside of anything, is overwhelmed and just looks around like, whoa.
As you step off the boat, one of the first things you hear is a deafening roar as this giant beast with 3 horns and this ridge coming off the back of it. It looks like it scales the size of a fist. You all as players would recognize it as a Triceratops with just boxes upon boxes stacked on its back, walks by down one of the main streets with somebody driving it with a whip.
What the fuck was that?
All my instincts tell me to fight it, but I don't think we're in danger. I think that's just
What did we just walk into?
I feel bad for the Triceratops.
This animal slavery. They seem to be engaged
Yeah.
in some kind of animal husbandry with these creatures.
What do you do?
Well, I would like to ask someone where we could find Kawasha, but whatever else anyone wants to do is
And I want to
probably good.
be like, hey, is that your pet dinosaur?
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah. So how do you want to do that?
That's exactly how I want to do it.
hey, you!
Hey, you. Hey, hello. Hello, strange person talking to me. Oh, what do you want?
I just wanted to know, is that a pet Triceratops you have?
Yes, it is.
So you just trained this Triceratops?
From a baby. He's part of my stock. Yes. As that happens, you see another dinosaur walking by in the background, and there's somebody riding like a hadrosaur over there. It seems like here in the city, many dinosaurs have been domesticated.
Kazar just whipping around, like looking at everything, just sensory overload.
I walk over and I ask him if he knows where the palace of Prince Wakanga Otamu is.
Yes, he's one of the 5 merchant princes. Of course I know where it is. All you have to do is it's a big city. Hang on a second. Let me pull out the map for you. Map. Oh, you're on the map. You guys actually should be on the map. So I'll be on the map. Yay. Okay. Yes. So all you have to do is come over here, and he'll point at the map there. And you guys are currently here. It's up over there. You go around the main bazaar, and you should find it. It's up on the hill over there. It's a walled palace, so you'll probably need an appointment, I'd imagine.
Okay. And how would
I've
we
never-
go about making an appointment?
I have no idea. I've never had to talk to a merchant prince in my life. I trade wares and stay out of their politics. For the best.
Maybe we could ask somebody else, or maybe Bryn should just walk up to the front gate and ask the first person she sees.
Do you guys want to head over there with me?
I'll go with you.
Yeah, that's the name you said. It wasn't Kawasha. It was a different name. Is there another errand you have in mind?
Yeah, I go meet with Sindra Sylvain.
Interesting. Is this a convenient stay, or is there other business you have here?
She was the one who actually sent me to the jungle where I ran into all of you.
Really? So it wasn't a chance meeting. You came to meet us.
That is, she handed me a ruby, and that is where I ended up, and that is how I met you all.
Most curious.
And so I want to go find her.
Yeah.
I was told that she should be at the palace.
Why'd you send me to see all these goofballs? Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to see the person that sent you to. When we needed you most, honestly.
Tally ho.
All right, so you guys head up.
Go!
You go! All right, so having relatively good directions at this point, you are greeted by the sights and sounds of an incredibly bustling, large city. This is a place that trades in everything that you could possibly think of, and probably a lot more. The streets are crowded with people and children of all races and all shapes and sizes and colors, and high above you there are people flying around on these what look like flying dinosaurs to you every once in a while, and it's just an incredibly impressive sight. It's nothing like Waterdeep in any way. It is not drab, it is not brown, it is an explosion of color and a riot of sound, and hot, really hot. And
Is there food?
everywhere?
Food cooking?
Yes, you smell food cooking around you, well seasoned meats, and these interesting veggie dishes. And yeah, you're able to stop on the way, and for just 2 copper, you can get yourself a quick wooden bowl of this. It's essentially a stew of just a really spicy. You're not sure what the meat is. Not this person didn't speak your language, but everyone understands the language of coin, and is able to hand you over this kind of wooden bowl with a wooden spoon that's just this brown, rich sauce with some form of meat protein in it that you're not sure what it is.
You guys think we're eating dinosaur?
I hope.
Oh
no. I hope not.
I just wonder, with all these dinosaurs running around, it's delicious, but I wonder what it is.
I'm walking by the merchants and reaching for clothing hanging and showing it to Jax. And like, look at these. What are those?
Oh, I love that on you.
Just touching everything that I see as I walk by. Just people like, are you paying for that? Don't fucking touch it.
Yep. And people will eye you, and you take a moment to look down at yourself after 7 days on the sea and a month in the jungle, and realize that your clothes are in tatters.
Yeah.
That it's just this sweat-stained holes everywhere. You hadn't really needed to notice before now, but now that you're back in civilization, you've also noticed that you've seen a little bit of wear and tear, each and every one of you, at this point.
Are you saying we can buy a new outfit?
You
We
may.
should get new dress.
You're in a big city. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you like.
I think before we try and go to the palace, we should probably get some nicer clothes.
I agree. Could we really just roll up to a palace looking like this? You've a point.
Gotta
there.
arrive in style.
Yes.
Take me over.
Kazara sees a beautiful burgundy and gold dress. It's just got a little bit of layering to it, floor length. She takes off her cloak, throws the new dress on,
Whoa, what?
throws her
Oh,
old shit.
Just out in the middle of everything? Like,
She has undergarments, but at this point, Kazara doesn't care because it's hot as balls. How much is a new
say.
dress in
5 silver.
5 silver? All right, Kazara's minus 5 silver now.
I will stand and guard your privacy.
Thank you, Sven. For protecting my decency.
So as you guys go through this shopping, you find your way to this large building, and I'll show it to you here. Boop, there. And it is just 3 wings filled with market stalls. of all sorts of goods, including clothing and jewelry and foods and spices and all sorts of interesting jewelry, people buying and selling from each other. It is, you hear somebody refer to it as the Grand Souk, and it is the primary place where most trading, you think, is done here. Above it is a large stone walkway that goes between one hill on one side of you with a very large building on it that has a golden dome, and then another hill on the other side where you believe the person you're going to meet is.
I would like to pick out some like bright, clashing clothes that look very hippie-ish to wear. I don't know
For
how
sure.
much that would cost.
Yeah, 5 silver. So I'm going to assume each of you is going to buy a relatively presentable set of clothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you feel free to
Sure.
describe it however you like. It'll be 5 silver a pop.
Deal.
I have picked out a green sleeveless dress that has gold markings woven into it, and it is floor-length as well.
Excellent.
I will pick out a sort of scholarly set of robes that I can wear comfortably over my breastplate, if possible. Something that makes me look distinguished and
And old, yeah. Okay.
respectable. Yeah, old.
Okay.
No, I want a crop top and fishnet. Get them on me.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Live your best life. Sven.
Yeah, just be the best you can be, Sven.
I am.
It takes about an hour to go through all your shopping, and you're in a foreign country, and it feels like it. Some of the folks speak Common or some other languages that you all know. Some folks speak the local dialect that nobody here knows, and it's an adventure all in of itself to just go shopping, but one that no one wants a shopping episode. So, we as you guys get your
I would love to, if there was there somewhere I could get some healing potions? I want healing potions really bad.
Make an investigation check for me as you ask around. Sure. Let me bring up my notes for that real quick. The primary outlet for all things magical is a place called Miravel's Magnificent Modicum of Magic. I will put that in chat for you.
Okay.
Miravel's Magnificent Modicum of Magic. And it is over here. Yoop. So not too far away. I would imagine you guys are going to head over there. Or are you going to do that after your meeting?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we can follow them over there. Or I will.
Okay.
We're all in the same. Yeah, might as well do it. It's on the way.
Yeah.
For sure. Again, crowds everywhere and just kind of this raucous, joyous sort of thing. You are actually right near one of the gates out of town as well, too. There's another smaller market in front of you, and standing there, between two much larger buildings, is a small red building. The entire front face of it is painted red, and there is a yellow golden door in the front. And the door itself is closed, and there are no windows. But that is where you were directed to.
And a door.
I knock on it.
Somebody opens the door after about 3 seconds, and it's this mousy-looking young human female. And he goes, "Hello, who are you?"
My name's Vim. Is this Miravel's Magnificent Modicum of Magic?
Yes, absolutely. Do you need to buy?
I was hoping to.
Well, we're selling, so come on in. And she opens the door for you. As you go in, it's a little disorienting at first. Outside, the building is probably 20 foot wide. Inside, you are faced with a 80 foot, probably by 100 foot deep, 2-story high with an open balcony for the second floor magic shop that contains all sorts of goodies. And she looks up at you and she goes, "Welcome to Miravel's Magnificent Modicum of Magic. What can I help you with?"
For me, I'm looking for healing. This is
Oh, excellent. Yes, we of course we have those. What do you in what strength?
what do you got?
Yes.
What do you have?
Yes.
I think she
I've
said-
never bought a healing potion before, so you
Oh,
need to help me a little bit.
Oh, are you new to buying magical goods?
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
you
yeah.
should get the owner. She's better at this sort of thing than I am. I tend to deal with our experienced clientele, and you are not. I think she'd be okay with me giving it a go. All right, so there are a number of potion strengths. You can tell by the here. Come. And she takes you over to this place where it looks like there's this whole alchemy set with this like alembic burning some stuff, and there's fumes, and there's other things over here, and it's just this like glass menagerie. And she goes, "Okay, look, come," and she puts 5 vials out. All of them have a base red color to them. The first one is just red. The second one has some golden flecks. The third one has streaks of gold through it. The fourth one has streaks of gold and purple. And the last one is almost equal measures of like these blue sparks running through it with purple and gold streaks. And she goes, so you see, depending on how much healing you think you're going to need, you choose a strength. This is 50 gold, 100 gold, 150 gold, 200 gold, and 400 gold.
400 gold for the extra thick healing potion.
Thick.
Yes.
Extra thick.
What strength is it, Sven?
Yeah, Sven.
Oh, do you want
Yes, do it.
On command. On command.
extra thick?
So the
Oh,
base,
dead.
so the basic one is 50 gold each.
50 gold each, yes.
I'm gonna buy 2 of those.
2 of those, absolutely. Whoosh. She pulls out another one and pushes them over to you. What else?
That's all I needed. Anybody else need anything?
I actually had a question.
Yes, what can I do for you?
How far into
My
the...
elderly friend.
Oh, pardon me, miss. My name is Sven. Pleasure
Excellent.
to meet you.
I'm Dasha. Nice to meet you.
Gasha.
Dasha.
What? Sasha.
D as in dominant. Dasha.
Basha? Bosh.
With a D as in dominant. Dasha. Not Basha, not Pasha, not Sasha. Dasha.
Dash.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now what can I do for you,
He's
sir?
never gonna sell us anything now.
With all the charm I can muster, how well are you to the manufacturing of magical goods?
Oh, we dabble here and there. We make a few things.
If with the party's permission, this would probably be the best time to speak about this. What could you possibly make of use for us with, and I pull out 32 pounds of wildwood. No, wild and heartswood.
She, as you lay it on the table, she pulls out a set of goggles and she puts them on her head. And she kind of screws them and the lenses come in and out. And she starts looking at them very intently. She pulls out a piece of paper and starts taking notes. And she goes, this is wild and heartswood. This is very rare and doesn't grow anywhere near here. This is... You sure you want something made of it?
Honestly, I don't know what I'd use it for, but I have 32 pounds of it, and...
Which is quite a lot. That's, you could make a very interesting set of armor with it. You could even make weapons out of it. Swords? It will hold a very keen blade. And she looks over at the Wilden, and then she looks back at this, and then she looks over at Bayer, and then she looks back at the... Are you okay with them having this, sir? And he smiles and nods and goes, yes, of course, they saved my life and it's my gift to them. And she goes, oh, okay, good. Because, okay. And she looks very oddly at him for a moment. And then looks back.
Fire shaving like pieces of his
Like,
side.
yeah, right?
No.
Have some of my tree bits, please.
Yeah,
you
well-
can make almost any martial weapon with this. You can even create armor out of this, as long as it's linked by some chainmail, which you cannot make out of this. The plates themselves could be made out of this. You could make daggers, you could make, you name it, really. You could make arrows, but what a waste to put these in arrows.
Now, and I don't want to be untoward. Is there some cultural relevance here that I have failed to... Fire, are you not telling me that I'm actually turning your grandmother over and putting her on a desk in front of me?
He'll look at you and go, no, it's just that we don't... Our wood grows where we live, and nowhere else. You will find it in the Feywild. You will find it in a few places to the far north of here, in Faerun itself. But you would never find it here. No Wildin lives in these parts. Most Wildin have left Faerun and have been gone quite a while. So for them, this is a rarity. For me, it is my heart. And should it serve you well, then it will have served its purpose.
Well, then I thank you again for everything you've done for us. This is truly an extraordinary gift.
Yes.
I hate to immediately ask about how I can manipulate it into other things.
What good is wood unshaped?
Well,
wood wants to be shaped. Would I exist if wood were not shaped? No.
I accept these remarks that only you could make and I could not come to on my own. Very well.
Dasha will look back up and go, so I'll just buy it from you if you'd like.
Oh, I don't think I want to. We want to part with it for just money. I think this was actually kind of the founding of our party. It's when we came together for the wood. So in a lot of ways, it seems to have a lot of relevance for all of us. Ideally, I'd like to see it something made for all of us. But what does everyone else think? If it can be anything, is there a way we could fashion it into something for each of us?
I don't suppose I would have any use for it, but by all means.
You could, a necklace or a staff or a spell focus or something. I can craft something for you, can't I? Says Dasha.
Sure.
I mean, how much is that going to run us, though? Like, how much would that cost to have you do that?
Well, I don't know what for a necklace. Probably 50 or 70 gold, depending on with no enchantment, less. You just need a very careful hand. To enchant it will cost actually quite a bit more, because I'll have to spend quite a lot more time with it. But just to make you something that at some point in time, should you have the additional funds, you know, I'm coming to an idea. What if each of you wants one thing out of this, I would be honored to craft it for you. There's no 6 things. Buyer will say 5. I don't need anything. 5 things that will take 32 pounds of this. If you allow me to keep what's left over, I will happily craft for you. Should it be an extravagant sort of enchantment, we'll talk about price. But for the crafting, it's on me to work with this and be able to keep what's left over.
My only curiosity would be to fashion a bow for myself.
You could certainly fashion a bow out of this, yes.
Would it be would Heartswood benefit it in any way, or would I just have a very...
You would have a very strong bow. I mean, I could put an enchantment on it to make it fly more true and hit more strongly, if you so choose.
Perhaps at some point. I wouldn't want to volunteer funds that we haven't discussed yet from my party about such a thing.
So, for purposes of game mechanics, were you to craft a weapon out of this and not have it be enchanted, it would still count as a magical weapon.
Oh, dope.
So anything that is only able to be wounded by magical weapons would be wounded by this.
How much of this that we have? I don't know.
32 pounds, yes.
I know, but how much is it worth is what I was saying.
Oh,
You can keep the rest of it.
150 gold a pound at least. Possibly more. I'd need to do a much more thorough prospecting of it to see the quality of the wood itself, but Some of it may be dross. No offense, sir. He's like, none taken.
Would a necklace of prayer beads be of any use to me?
Yes, over time you could enchant them with different spells, and they would be one-use spells. But then you could come back and have it re-enchanted, and anytime you used the prayer bead, you could expend a spell. And this sort of wood is immaculate at holding spells.
I would.
So here's my question. All in all, if it's 150 gold per pound, that's 4,800 gold worth of this wood.
At the very least.
At the very least, so we'll say 5,000. We have 5,000 gold worth of wild and hardwood.
Yes.
How many pounds would it take to make our stuff? How much is left over? I'm trying to see how much this was actually costing us.
I don't know what it is you want to make.
I'm very intelligent. I'm really wise.
I have a bow, and I have a necklace of prayer beads. The prayer beads is a pound, probably 2 if you count putting all the pieces together. A bow will probably be 4 pounds, maybe 5.
What about 2 daggers?
If the wood is good, I can probably do 2 very nice daggers out of 2 pounds.
I could probably use a bow, because I use a bow often anyway.
Nice, that's another bow for 5 pounds.
I'd like to add it to like the neck of my lute.
Oh, interesting.
Instrument.
There are many uses you could have for that. That's wise. It will take more craftsmanship, and it will take more time. Because I'm not a music craftsman. I have to bring someone in to help with that. I don't know how to do it. But it could be done. It could be done. And may I see your lute?
That sounds like a sound investment.
Excellent. Yes. I would say you could probably. You have to layer in those boards. You have to put those frets. I would probably say 4 pounds, and that's just an estimate because it's about this big. It's gonna be this. Yeah, maybe 4 to 5 pounds. Dude, Matt, thanks for the raid, brother. I really appreciate it. You're the shit. Woo! Everybody thank Matt. Everybody use your things to thank Matt for his awesome sauceness for the raid.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
But yes, it could absolutely be done. What else? Anything else? We've got 2 bows, 2 daggers, a necklace, and a lute neck. I can absolutely do that. So that's 4, 8, 13,
That's
14,
17 pounds.
15, 17 pounds, yes.
Which is $25.50.
Yes.
So we are... Alright guys, quick huddle.
All right, here we go. I love these.
Alright, so we've got almost 5,000 gold worth of this wood. If she uses half of it to craft these magical weapons for us, or magical items for us, and she gets to keep the other half, how do we feel about that?
Because that's like 2,400 almost. She'll be
What if
getting.
we just gave her as much heartswood as equates value-wise to what she's making for us? And
That's
then
what
make
we
it
could
up.
essentially
Exactly.
be doing. Because we have 32 pounds. And we'd be using 17 pounds of it, so there'd be, 15 pounds left?
Gotcha. Okay. Sure.
150 gold each pound.
Dungeon Master, outside of the game,
Yes.
are these weapons going to have a magical property?
You have not negotiated for that. You have negotiated for weapons that will act as if they are magical when striking a creature, but give you no bonus to hit or damage.
I'd be up for consolidating to get at least one of our people a magical property thing. Like we could really splurge our loot right now to bump one of us up. And my vote's Fam.
I would like to find out how much it would be to have some type of enchantment on each one of these.
Allow me to consult the chart of costs.
Here we go.
I shall consult. Bring forth the chart of costs. I
Bring
think.
forth the chart of costs.
It's called Sane Magical Prices. There it is. Boink.
Do we get to pick the magical property if we do this? Or is
Well,
it
it depends on what you want. No. You tell me, and I'll tell you how much it costs.
Oh, are you
So,
going
like-
for like?
Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of argument, just to learn how this works, what if it was just like a +1 to whatever it was being used for, like just a +1?
1,000 gold per weapon.
So really, we don't have the wiggle room here, do we?
You have other gold. Let me bring up the.
We do, yeah. I've got some gold myself, but I don't have
Oh, here
1,000.
we go. You have. Let's go to the spreadsheet. Consult the spreadsheet of loot.
What's the cheapest magical property we could add?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have 1250 in cash and jewelry, not counting what you got today.
Aside from our personal stash?
Aside from your personal stash, you have 1250 in cash and
That's
jewelry.
the party fund. Got it.
Yeah. And I'd be willing to.
What is the
Lower it
lowest?
down.
What is the cheapest enchantment we could?
Well, it depends on.
I'm sorry.
That's a hard question to answer. There are some very basic enchantments that just add a bit of verve, that may be helpful to you. We could make a cape be very flowy. We could make the wind blow around your hair if you wore a certain necklace all the time. There are little things we can do if you're just looking for a banal enchantment as well, but you look to be an adventuring sort, and so I would imagine you want
Yes.
something with more utility.
Yes.
Do they have
Absolutely.
Binko's basic stage lighting enchantment? So I always look magnificent with my hair flowing. Is that what we're looking at?
Look, what is it you want to accomplish, and let's see if we can come to a deal.
Well, I mean, I'd like everybody to get something, but if we can't afford it, then I would say we just stick with what we've got, and then,
Well, tell me what it is you want. Are you looking
I
for
want-
magically enchanted weapons? Yes or no?
I personally am. Yes.
Yeah.
I would love for my daggers to be enchanted with magic.
Raise
That
your
would
hand
make-
if you would like a magically enchanted weapon. Let's see if we can get to a cost.
Prayer beads.
Prayer beads, yes. So Bryn, you're not raising your hand at all? No? Okay. Just checking. It's up to you. So
Yes.
if you were to buy a +1 weapon from me, +1, if you were to buy a minorly enhanced weapon, +1 what, that allows your weapon to strike more truly, then it would generally cost 1,000 gold, but that includes parts and craftsmanship. You're giving me the parts, so it may not cost you that much, depending on what it is you want.
Can I enchant my lute?
With what
That's
would
what I
you
was
like to
thinking,
enchant it? Actually,
Something that
Interesting.
makes songs more powerful.
The only thing that can make magic more powerful is your willpower for the best. But that doesn't mean there aren't things that you could use in
Like,
lieu.
is there anything that would just give us advantage when using it? Maybe not a +1, but maybe just give us advantage?
No,
if that makes-
no, there is nothing like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of game, I personally think a +1 weapon on anybody that like a +1 thing to Vim or Kazara, if it's possible to get a +1 on Kazara, would be worth pretty much all the gold.
Boop. Okay, hang on a second. Let me look a thing up because we're shopping now, so let's be shopping.
But you guys remember when we said we didn't want a shopping episode?
Surprise!
Those were fun times. We were so young, so naive.
You and your potions, Ben.
It is my fault. I'm sorry.
young tabaxi woman, I cannot make your magic stronger, but I have something that may help you. Come this way. And she takes you over to an area where it's just an odd sort of magical stuff, right? There's like cloaks sitting over here, and she picks up a cittern, which is very much like a lute. And she says, I have this. This is a magical cittern.
Oh.
It carries a number of spells in it. It may allow you to fly or become invisible or levitate. If you so choose, it could protect you from good and evil. And it can give you a modicum of physical protection, cure your allies. Once per dawn each.
That sounds very useful. How much is that?
One moment. Let me consult the book of costs.
Consult the book of costs.
There we go. What if? It is probably outside of your general price range, but what if? What if I send you all on an errand?
Okay, I'm
Not like
listening.
this.
I don't normally do this. But you come with such an odd group. We have one touched by deity. We have a tabaxi, of which there are many here, but they don't normally go adventuring. And some humans and whatever too. But it seems odd to me that you all find yourself together and find yourself here. Because you are clearly not from here.
Yes.
No.
Deep in the jungle, deep in the jungle, is a place called Nangalore. There sits a great garden, and in that garden there are a number of magical flowers and roots that I could use, and I would be interested, if you are interested, in making a trade.
Shopping quest, subquest, yeah!
Yeah.
I will give you this as a down payment for what you will bring back to me is far more precious to me than a single magical loot. Should you bring it back, we will deal a bit more with cost then if there's any left over, because they're very expensive roots and flowers. But I would need a bit of insurance.
You're not taking Bryn.
No, I won't keep any of you.
Oh,
What do you want as the insurance?
Jax, if I may have a drop of your blood.
What?
No.
That sounds
No.
bad.
It's incredibly common here.
Why? What are you gonna do with my blood?
I will keep it under seal, and it will be under a magical seal. I'm sure you have a magic user among you. Then they will know if the seal is broken. It is only to prove that, should you fail and come back, I am able to receive my property in return. At which point you will receive the vial of blood. Should you come back successfully, you will receive the vial of blood. Should you die out there, it will not matter. In any case, as you return, you will re-receive the vial of blood. It will only matter whether or not I get this item back.
What if we just leave the item here, go do your errand, and then come back and we just skip the whole blood thing?
Well, that's fine as well. This is a very powerful magical item.
What's so special about these flowers and roots?
They allow me to create many of the elixirs that you see here today. We've had a shortage on a certain number of potions because folks aren't so willing to go that deep into the jungle these days.
Does anyone have nature? Never mind.
If we were to
I want-
leave this wood here with you and go get your flowers instead of giving you Jax's blood. This is to ensure that you're going to do what you said.
I have a store here. I have a stake in this town. I will do what I say, lest my reputation fail.
I want to do a perception check on her whole offer of the blood thing.
For sure.
I'd like to
I'm
go
really good
whisper
at
to
making
Kazara and be like, hey, maybe you should see what this person's thinking.
I could definitely use detect thoughts.
You absolutely could. So we'll start with them. She seems on the level to you. She seems that she has dealt with adventurers before. It doesn't seem like she's lying. She seems incredibly interested in you as a group.
Do we know if there are any predators that surround these flowers, or
I mean, we've been in
There-
this jungle for how long now? Like, predators.
Yes, there are many predators out in the jungle.
Are there loose dinosaurs?
Are there?
Oh,
Yes,
it's
of course there are
jungle?
loose dinosaurs. It's a jungle.
If there are domesticated dinosaurs here, there are wild dinosaurs out there.
I forgot you're not from here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be curt. I didn't.
And we are risking our
the-
lives.
The jungles of Chancellor are filled with numerous deadly creatures of all sorts and kinds, including an uptick in undead recently, which is, I think, why many folks have
that's
decided
weird.
not to go out.
No blood.
Guys, can we have a quick huddle real quick?
She looks at Jax. It's not your decision to make, elf.
Ooh.
Oh,
Huddle!
Is that for me or
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
me? Oh, yeah.
guys.
What she has to say doesn't matter. Are we huddling?
Yeah.
Sure. What's up, guys?
I don't
You're not giving her
think
your
it's
blood.
useful, right? It's useful.
I'm sure it's useful, but your blood, like, that's...
I have more of it.
But it's what she could do with
She'll
what
have-
she has.
That worries me.
Probably dangerous.
Well,
And
yeah,
I'm
it
worried
is.
about going on this mission for her and what we might encounter.
Well, I'm not so worried about anything malicious. More about what could happen by accident.
Dungeon Master, if
Yes.
we were to have basic items made, could they later be enchanted?
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, what if we have her go ahead and make the basic items for us with no enchantment? Then we have those, then we go out, get her stuff, come back, and then in exchange have her enchant them for us.
It'll probably take a while for them to get these things made for us, though. I think we're just on a time budget.
For what are we ready for?
Well, we need to go over to the palace.
We can do that while she's making this stuff.
Do that first and then come back.
Who knows how long it'll take? One weapon alone would probably take a while to finish. We could just ask her also.
Are we talking like, how long would this actually take?
None of you have any idea. None of you are artisans of this kind.
I am.
Can we ask how long it'll take for her to make it?
Yes. Yeah, if you want to go over to her. Were you going to do a read thoughts on her as well?
I can if you would like.
It is not what I would like. You had mentioned it, and I didn't want you to lose your train of thought and getting pulled
I
away.
wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the gang, but okay.
Is that a cantrip?
I don't. Yeah, it is gonna be a spell.
I don't know if I needed to click that, but I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts on this lady and see what the heck is going on since she's talking about sending us on a mission.
For sure. She makes a wisdom saving throw, right?
I'm the only one that's not afraid of blood.
Can't tell.
Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and
There it
something
is.
that looms large on its mind. If it succeeds, the spell ends.
Oh, you might blow our chance of getting stuff if you do anything hostile. They're very well versed in magic here.
Would you rather I didn't try and figure out what she was thinking?
Me, yes. I prefer you did.
I don't know how much it matters right now, and I think your spell might be helpful in what we might face ahead of us,
Mm-hmm.
rather than trying to figure out any more about what she's thinking.
Guys, I think she's on the level. I just don't trust giving a drop of blood to anyone for any reason. But I think she's on the level. I think if we do the job, she'll pay us accordingly, which is, by her words, a whole bunch of enchanted shit. So, I mean, I have no problem doing this job for her. My problem is the blood thing. I believe her that she says that it's a normal thing. It's just not normal for me, and I'm not comfortable with it. I mean, it's not my blood, but...
Okay. It sounds like everyone else, it's majority wants me to figure out what else she's thinking about. I
Yeah,
cast
I'm a
detect
little,
thoughts.
yeah, I'm a little curious to know why she wants my blood.
I can do it.
You do you, boo-boo.
I cast detect thoughts.
Okay.
I guess I got around it, didn't it?
I already made the wisdom save and she didn't make it. Her first thoughts are, this seems perfectly reasonable, I don't understand why they're not doing it. She's also, and this is just surfacey thoughts, you get the sense that she's taken an interest in your party for some reason. Something about the composition of who you are, the way you're holding yourself, or something, because you really only get surface thoughts without going deeper, and then you just have to say, I want to go deeper, and we make another wisdom saving throw. And that she wants your business, and that this is that you and your party matter to her for some reason that you're not able to dig that deeply yet.
Okay, well, I've relayed this to the group.
See, I
But you
think
don't
she's
get
on the
like
level.
I'm going to fuck them. You get a, who are these people? Let's see what I can get out of them. But they also seem important for some reason.
So I guess at this point we just decide if this is worth the risk of...
Personally, I think we've struggled, but we've done fine without a super powerful item. I say we go get the stuff, come back, and have the stuff made. Personally. I think we go to the palace first for Bryn, but I think we agree to do this personally. I mean, I would like an enchanted item at the end of that, and I think that going out and getting stuff is worth it.
So she'll only do these for us if she'll make regular items, but if we go out and do this for her, she'll
That's
make...
not what she said at all.
We haven't discussed that with her yet. That was an idea I had. Well, what she discussed was we go get something for her, and then she waives any extra cost and just makes the stuff for us.
Yeah,
On that
like,
one item.
maybe she'll...
On that one item.
No, that's
Which,
bullshit then.
By the
No,
way,
that's
costs
not-
27,000 gold. It's got a little price tag on it. It says 27,000.
Well, oh, yeah, okay. No, see, I just thought we were going out to waive the extra Walden Heartwood cost.
Jax, make a history check.
I'll say I'd do anything to watch Jax do a guitar solo on that really expensive piece of wood.
I really want to give you the information, but I can't. I
feel like I know something, but I can't remember.
will. Factual. Yeah, there's something about that loot that's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't say what it is.
I did not realize it was $27,000 loot.
Yup. Got a little price tag dangling off the end of it. Very fine script, 27,000.
I don't
Not
know.
refundable.
It's not my blood,
I
but
would
I don't like
say
it.
If anything goes awry with this blood taking, we can... I feel like we can handle whatever comes.
I kind of want to do it.
I kind of want to do it too.
Heck yeah, adventure!
Alright, I lodge an official protest with the group, but it's not my
I
blood.
just prick my finger and I'm like, here you go.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad you've decided I think it's the right call. Here, let me go get a vial and we'll make it official. She goes, gets a vial, comes back, takes that bit of blood, and it goes into the thing. She pulls out a red wax candle, and burns it for a bit, and it creates some melted wax. And with Mage Hand, she scoops it up and creates a seal on top of it, and then she casts a spell on it. The deal is sealed. This is yours. And she hands you the cittern.
Sweet.
Now, what does it do?
Oh, okay. So, I will write
What did
it
we
all
sell your
out
soul for, Jax?
For you, but
Worth it.
it is a.
Oh, is it a Geas?
It is not a Geas. It is a Mac Pyramid Cittern, and I will type that out for you later. But essentially, it is a stringed lute-like instrument that allows you to, once per day, play the instrument and cast one of its spells. Once it's been used to cast that spell, I can't cast that spell again until dawn, and it uses your spellcasting ability. The spells you'll be able to cast with it are Fly, Invisibility, Levitate, Protection from Good and Evil, Entangle, Fairy Fire, oh no, wrong one, Barkskin, Cure Wounds, Fog Cloud.
You got Fly?
And we keep this, right?
Go! It's Fly
If you
now!
complete,
Like that's if
My
we complete
quest.
the mission, that's hers to keep forever.
that is yours to keep forever.
Let's get it!
Okay. Well, it's ours now. We got it already.
I want Tabaxi Bar to make us fly.
And we'll go through the rest of that after.
Yeah, I hopefully.
But that
that's a
is-
lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a big meaty item.
So
But-
it doesn't run out either, does it?
You get one spell
It's just
of
one
each per
One
day.
time a day, you get to do of each.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
What's his
shit,
name again?
Invisible Fly, all of it, once a day.
But what I mean is it doesn't run out like over an amount of uses. Right? It's not going to become dead in like 2 weeks or something.
Now that you're aware of, it is you do have to attune it, so it is your first attuned item, of
That's
which you can
what
have
I-
3. Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm so
But yes, you all want these
that's
these
nice.
other pieces crafted. So,
Yes.
do you have any specific spells, Miss Goldenish lady? What is your name?
Goldenish lady?
Goldenish. You're an Asimar, so you're kind of goldish.
Oh, I'm like silvery white.
Oh, so, Miss Silvery White Lady. Yes. What did you want?
The necklace of prayer beads.
Oh, a necklace of prayer beads. Yes. But made out of this wood.
Yes, please.
Oh, yes, of course. I didn't know you were that specific. You said, can I have some spells in a necklace? And that's very different than a necklace of prayer beads. It's a very specific order, and we can absolutely put that together for you. In fact, I have one, and transferring the magic is going to be much easier than re-enchanting. Or should be. I'll have to look into it. But yes, it can be done, absolutely. Sold.
Wonderful.
Longbow, 2 daggers. Yes? Is that correct?
Yeah. Right.
So it'll take... The prayer beads won't take too long. The daggers won't take too long. The longbows are a bit more tricky.
And these are getting enchanted, right? This part of the deal. That
Yes, is they will have an additional magical enchantment on them, for which I keep the rest of the wood.
okay. So we're bringing you the items, and then you craft the stuff.
No,
and
I can
enchant
craft it
them.
for you now. That
Right.
deal was only for the loot, not for all of it. That would be ridiculous.
Okay. Okay, so everybody's gonna get an enchanted magical item for the cost of the rest of the Heartswood.
Yes,
Okay.
it'll take me, I would guess, a week and a half.
Okay.
Maybe 2. I'm gonna have multiple different mages work on it. Just so, because I imagine you don't want to wait a couple of months for all this. It seems like you're busy.
I want it to be done right.
Yeah.
So however long that takes.
Well, I can put multiple different people on it, and we can do them in serial as opposed to linearly. You know. So we'll do it
And
that way.
again,
It's great.
I did forget. Are we getting to pick what enchantment is on it?
Well, for the weapons, it will be an additional extra
plus
stabby
one.
bit. Yeah.
Yes! 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 Okay, I'm done.
Excellent. This has been very fruitful for me. Would you be so kind as to keep me up to date on what it is you're doing? I'm sure we can come to more arrangements over time.
Yes. What messenger raven should I make this letter out to in the future?
I'm sorry,
I'll
what?
put you in my Fave 5.
How do I write? How would I write to you to little missives to tell, how our adventures are going?
You could do a sending, I guess. I can give you some sending paper, perhaps. We can just throw that into the cost. It's not too expensive.
Oh, okay. A great deal. Yes, that's what I meant too. Not old-fashioned writing.
Well, that's ridiculous. The bird could get killed, eaten by a dinosaur or something. That's unreliable and not logical.
Yeah, that would be stupid.
So here, take 2 sheets of this. All you have to do is rip a piece off, write a note on it, and burn it, and the note will come to me.
I love it. All right.
You
What's
only
it
have
called?
2 sheets of it, so assume you have 12 uses. 12 uses.
All right. So about 12 tweets.
12
What we
tweets
get.
of sending paper. Yes.
Sending paper. Did you just make that up?
Yes.
That's so cool. You're so cool. That's an underappreciated DM thing you just did.
Well, excellent. Is there anything else I can get for you? We have 2 healing potions. No one else needs healing potions?
I would like a potion of greater healing. How much is that?
A potion of greater healing. I think they're 100 apiece.
Oh, just give me 2 potions of lesser healing?
Done for 100 gold.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Total, yes. Okay. Please mark these on your character sheets. Anyone else? I'm so happy to do business with you. You seem to be finders of things. I like finders of things.
We are capable of getting to out of reach places. That is true.
Excellent. Anything else? Anyone? No? Good. Get out. Talk
Maybe
soon.
wait for the taxi.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jax was away. Actually, let's take a quick 5-minute break so I can feed my cat before she kicks my ass, and we'll be right back.
Claws your face off.
Claws my face off. We'll be right back. Going on mute. Boop. So apparently we were muted because I'm a big idiot. To catch you up,
Oh,
we made it over to the villa where they're meeting with Sindra Sylvain and the Merchant Prince. They let us in. They were just sat in front of Sindra, who is this old, very decrepit, and it looks like the life had been drained out of her. And she just told them that she was very happy they did not die this time, and that she was once an adventurer and died while she was an adventurer. And she has since closed the door, but it seems that her adventuring days have come back to her, and the death curse has taken her. And that's kind of where we left it. So you didn't miss much, thank God. Thank God. We were mostly just fucking around at the beginning there. So, with that, she'll say, I do believe I now have an idea of what's causing this curse. I have contacts in the Harpers, and they say the cause of this curse is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger. That it resides somewhere deep within the jungles of Chult. I have collected dozens of journals to try and find this place. Logbooks, explorers' writings. I've assembled everything that I know about the current state of Chult into one map that I will give to you if you undertake this mission to find and destroy the Soulmonger. I will also give you each any item in my power to give if you complete this quest. But of course, you may keep any riches you find on the path. I have seen you in my visions. I have seen that you have the ability to do this, but it is a choice for you to make. What say you?
I would stop any evildoer. On principle.
Whatever we can do to help.
Very good. Before you are to depart, you should find a guide. And she'll hand you the map as well, actually. Let me do that here real quick. Oh, right there. Boop. Boop. This may take a second to load.
Whoa, it's populating.
Yeah. Please hold.
I
Populating.
like that.
It's so
articulating
big.
Splines.
I'm gonna have you guys focus in on this. Beep. This is the map of Chult as she knows it. You should find a guide to take you deep into the deeper jungle. There are those who know paths beyond what is on this map, and may be able to guide you more deeply.
Looks like we have a great deal of tasks before us.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think the party is well up to the task.
Overwhelmed but ready to go.
Is there any questions I may answer for you?
How do we find a guide?
There are many who offer their services here in town and also at Fort Balurian up the coast. You should be simply able to ask in any inn, but I would advise you not to choose the first, but to look at candidates and choose the best.
All right.
Wakanga will chime in at this point as well, and he'll say, you should also beware. The Flaming Fist. Do you know who the Flaming Fist are?
No.
Okay, well, they're not great. Let's say that. They are, an order of mercenaries who work for Baldur's Gate. They have set up numerous camps and claim much of the territory outside of Port Nine Zaru as their own. The Flaming Fist punishes explorers who have not acquired paperwork from them to explore in the jungles. You will very likely have to go up to Fort Balerion to get your paperwork. If they run into you in the jungle and you do not have it, they will take what you have found. If you are lucky. If you are not lucky, they will kill you. Much easier just to do the paperwork.
Well, who knew we would find bureaucrats in Schultz?
Oh, tell me they're everywhere. They're everywhere. I have 4 accountants myself, and I can't even tell you how much paperwork there is in being a merchant.
Okay, so this paperwork, is there a fee involved in this? And if so, will you guys be covering that fee for us since we're doing this for you?
He looks at you appraisingly for a moment, kind of unbelievingly. Yes, if you need help buying an explorer's charter, I can help you with that.
I don't know how much it costs. I was just curious. We're all new here.
Cirilgo, I am preparing gifts for each of you, as you have said yes to this, that may help you on your journey, but they are deep within my belongings and need to be dug out. It will be some time before I find them.
So you're a hoarder?
I have moved myself down here in the hopes of finding a cure and brought my belongings with me. But if you come back in a day or two, perhaps after you have found your guide, I may be able to provide you with some additional assistance before you go.
We'll probably need at least a week or so because we got some other good things coming our way. We're gonna cash in on.
I kind of think, because she said that the flowers and stuff that she wants us to go get are deep in the forest, and we're heading deep into the forest to do this, so it's kind of like a 2 birds with 1 stone kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I think, maybe?
Yeah, but weren't we gonna get our weapons from Deshara before we head that way?
Either way, don't we need to get our paperwork from Fort Balerion before we can do either of these tasks?
Yeah, I say we go to Fort Balerion, find our guide, get our paperwork, and then come back to Port Nyanzaru. And hopefully not spend too much time before we're ready to go.
Awesome.
Sounds good to me.
Wakanga will go, come. She looks like she needs some more rest. I'll take you out, please. And he will usher you guys out, and he's like, do you have a moment? I have something else to ask of you, if you do not mind. Come, let's get some ale together. I will feed you as well while we're here.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Sweet.
We like food.
We like food.
And he takes you into a large open-air atrium that's in the center of the house. It's, I don't know if any of you know any, like, Roman buildings, how they have the big garden in the middle with a pool in it, and it's open to the air, and then there's, like, couches and tables all around it. It's very much like that. There's hanging greenery everywhere, and very light drapery floating in the wind, servants all around. He'll sit you down, and there are multiple bowls of fruits. Looks like there's some dried meats, and then some like dip that you dip the dried meat in and eat. And everything here is meant to be eaten with your hands.
Hummus?
Nice.
And hummus. Sure, there's hummus. Yes.
Please tell me there's...
And tahini, if you like tahini.
Yes. And shawarma and...
Okay.
Diner shawarma.
Yeah. So he takes you to one corner where there's a low wooden table, and he'll say, my friend, Syndra trusts you, and that's enough for me to trust you. Would you open to be hearing a small proposal? One that won't take more than a day or 2 here in town.
All
Sure,
right.
we've got some time. It
Well, you
seems.
did ploy us with food.
Yes.
Excellent. You may not be aware, but one of the greatest forms of income for myself and the other merchant princes here are the dinosaur races. There are a number of them that happen every week. but I believe they're being fixed. Payouts have been too high and to too few people. There's been too many unexpected wins happening too often, and people, myself and some of the other princes, in fact, are losing money. Not only do these races help the economy and they keep people happy, they're a sacred right, and if they're not fair, we lose out and we displease Nanabuso as well. Nanabuso is the patron deity of our city. Moreover, and just between us, the situation between the princes has been pretty tense recently, and should one of us gain an advantage over the others, it could unbalance the political stability in the city. Tomorrow is the Nanabuso Haka. The Nanabuso Haka is our yearly grand race in homage to Nanabuso. Each of the merchant princes put up a team 3 months ago, and there have been a number of qualifying heats, and gods be praised, mine qualified. But I'm willing to take the loss that may come from having an untrained group of people be my racing team, in order to find out who has been fixing the races. And if you're willing, I'll set you up with my team manager who can walk you through the race and ensure that you have some idea what you're doing at the very least. If you do, not only will you have my hospitality, which does not come lightly, but I also have some additional information that may help you on your trip.
I'm game.
I mean, we have time.
We do. We've got to kill some time before we
We need
leave.
to kill a little time. We need to, because we have to. I mean, we have to go to Fort Balurian, but then we have to wait for the weapons to be made, and then we have to wait for. So yeah, we've got time.
I'm not
Excellent.
sure how good I would be at racing, but I'm happy to help in any way I can.
It's difficult, but I want you there to look for evidence of mismanagement and cheating or magical interference or the race fixing. I don't necessarily expect you to win against experienced racers.
Oh, good.
You just need to race. That's the only way we'll really know. My manager is Mabula. She can get you into the race and show you the ropes. And tomorrow, when the sun is at its highest, you can find her near the race start at the Tyryiki Gate. That's TyrYki, Tyryiki Gate, just inside the market district. Are we agreed?
Agreed.
Excellent. Now, what else can I provide for you, my friends?
I mean, we already know where to find our guides for this journey.
Any
anything we
baklava?
should- Baklava? Like
Baklava?
Panakopita? Anything we should know about the people we're investigating? What could we expect in these races? Who's best equipped to race?
Well, I'm sure you all have your own talents that will help you in the race. I can tell you it is divided into 4 heats. The first heat is a chariot race. You will each have your own chariot to ride. The second is... Hang on, let me look at my notes real quick. The second heat is... is a flying heat. You will need to hop on the flying mount called a Pteranodon. And they will fly you around a set of rings, and you will need to take a ribbon. And the team that has collected the most ribbons of their own color wins that heat. The third heat is in the water. I'm not sure what they have planned for you, but I know you'll all be riding a single beast. And then the final heat is back on land. You'll all be riding together again on the Triceratops.
Ah, deal.
Dinosaur races!
Dinosaur races!
I'm here
Yes.
for.
Excellent. Have you found an inn yet? There are a number of very fine inns in the city.
We have not.
You should maybe find a place to stay, and it may be a good place to look for a guide as well.
So we'll look for a guide, have a sleep, get up in the
Nice.
morning and find our
Race dinosaurs.
person at the gate.
Yes. Mabula.
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 Yes.
Mabula.
Mobula, but close enough. Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right.
Excellent. And with that, he'll usher you out with words of thanks. Both Syndra appears to be a very close friend of his, and for helping him with his own issues. And you find yourself standing outside of his house again. 2 guards staring at you warily.
Ah, nothing like going around into VIP areas one after another, unchallenged by the guards. Ah, feels good being so important. I start flexing in front of them. No.
Well, Fort Balurian, what say you?
Yeah, we
The
just-
inn and sleep, and then meet
Yeah.
Mobula tomorrow.
Good deal.
Let's do it.
Then
All
Fort
right.
Balurian.
Okay.
However you guys like. For sure. There are a
He
number
did say
of...
that we have to meet this race. We have to do the race thing now, right? Like, didn't he say
noon
it's tomorrow?
Yeah, it's essentially
Yeah,
noon
so-
tomorrow. Yeah.
So we have to do that first before we leave town. So,
Yeah.
Got it. Making sure. Sorry.
Cool. There are a number of inns around town, verging from the very low rent to the very, very high rent sorts of places. You guys looking for anything in specific?
Well, we've got a little bit of coin.
Yeah, we're doing
How
pretty
much
good.
would
What's
Yeah.
a
What's the price
lower
range?
room cost us versus the highest?
A low rent room will cost you a silver a night, food, room, and board. For a room. A room could be anything from 3 to 5 beds. Right. You'll probably need 2 to get all of you in a place. A high rent one that's very nice probably has gambling tables and really nice food and live entertainment and multiple floors and all that sort of stuff is going to be more like a gold a night.
We have 285 gold from this chart I'm looking at.
This
That
will
I did
probably
not
be the
make, by
last.
the way. So I don't know how accurate it is.
This will probably be the last time we're in town for a while. We could party it up for one night. What do you think?
I mean, yeah.
Might as well
we
make
can
that
afford it.
2 gold.
Just
We
say
can
we can
afford it.
afford it.
All right, let's go ham.
Let's do it up.
Let's
All right.
arrive with a flying spell too. All of us as we need a room. Whoosh.
Right.
For all invisible flyers.
Excellent. So you make it to a place called the Red Velvet Inn, and it is a very large building. It actually takes about half of a block by itself. It's made to look up, interestingly enough, like the merchant villa you were just at, as if someone who had never lived in a villa like that or been to a villa like that thought this is what it looked like. So it's like gold inlay everywhere. As you walk in, there are 2 bouncers who look you up and down and kind of go, but they let you in because that's what guards do. They look at you and go. And at the front of the building, there's a half-elf gentleman standing there going, "Yes, what can I help you with, adventurers?"
We need 2 rooms.
A room. Yeah.
As many rooms as beds.
So,
Well, okay. Yeah. How many beds do we need? 1, 2, 3,
Uh,
4, 5,
let-
6.
wait, stop. Let me check my bookings. Please wait. I have to look at something real quick, sorry.
Ah!
All right.
I was gonna say, let's all like put on our new clothes and then leave, and then arrive with a fly spell, and then try it again.
So,
If he doesn't want to play
I have 2 single beds and 1 4-bed room available at the moment. The 4-bedroom will cost you 2 gold a night. The single bedrooms will cost you 1 gold a night. Food included, gambling not, drinks not.
1 4-bedroom and 1 2-bedroom.
2 2-bedrooms. There are 6 of you, yes? And a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to hear me snore?
I'm pretty much used to it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we should stay in the storing room.
Maybe we should put Sven in the stable.
Yeah, Sven can sleep out back. Two bedroom.
2 1 bed, 1 4 bed.
So 2 of us are getting our own private room.
Why does it keep changing every time I ask you?
2 1 bed, 1 4 bed. If I said it differently before, I'm sorry.
Okay, just checking.
He's gonna kick us out before we even get in.
We'll take all of those, please.
Excellent. That's 4 gold for the night.
That's a steal.
Zara paid the man.
Butler, sorcerer!
From the party fund.
Yes, please.
Excellent.
All right, we're down to 2.
The house is yours.
Thank you.
Okay.
And as you walk in, it is a bustling place with a ton of very well-to-do looking folk here dressed in fine silks and robes, and everybody's dressed very lightly. A few give you a look because you obviously are not dressed as richly as they are. There are a number of gambling tables on the first floor, along with 2 bars. Essentially, think of it as 2 large rooms that are on either side of this central walkway that you came into. On the one side, there is kind of where you eat, and where there are a few gambling tables, mostly of a dice-related thing, and there's a bar back there. And on the other side is where most of the gambling happens. You see lots of cards. There's a wheel of some sort that does some sort of spinny thing. And there are more dice games there as well, along with another far more fancy-looking bar. And that's where most of the patrons are right now. It's getting on towards dusk. In fact, yeah, it's getting on, yes, a wheelie thing. That's right. Oh, really? A wheel that spins. Yes, that is true. And then in front of you is a flight of stairs that goes up, comes around, and there's just a small bit of balcony above you, and you imagine up there is where people stay.
Carousing for a brewski.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna get drunk off of 2 beers and make a fool of myself.
That sounds like yes. I would like to gamble and also have an ale.
Okay.
You can sleep in your own room.
Wait a minute, Mind Reader is gonna be at the gambling table? Uh-oh, this could be a problem.
They don't know she's a mind reader.
All that matters is that I can detect thoughts.
Gonna be important on the final hand when you're neck and neck for the jackpot, and this guy's bluffing with the pair of jacks.
I'm gonna ask if I can. The bartender, I can
Stop.
perform this song.
I don't know you. Why would I let you perform?
Cause I'm an awesome musician. Get my name out there, you know. Just
Why
one
don't
more
you,
step to that big break.
Why don't you show me a little something first in the back?
Sure.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go with her.
Okay.
Even
Uh,
though I know you play, and you should totally play with me. Come on! It's the moment you've been waiting for.
It's the moment I dread. It's the moment you've been waiting for.
I know, that's why you should do it.
Is Viv musically inclined as well?
Yeah,
No.
he is. Yeah.
I'm like, Viv, do it! Viv, come on! Come on!
I just like jump up down excitedly, like shoving him, like, come on, come on, come on, you gotta do this, do it for me.
With you. With you.
Okay,
Together. And I'm not singing.
okay.
okay, deal.
Make a performance check.
I told you.
Oh, this is gonna be good!
Oh, that's
So tell me how this goes down, team.
I would say I pull out my loot that I carry with me. You just guys can't see it. And I'm plucking along and
Meow, meow,
strings break.
meow.
And then I just like look, and then I try to cover it up with like a cool like riff on my lute, and then
Shredding.
yeah, just like a shred song. And that's it. I don't know.
I clap uproariously. I become that old drunk guy at shows that walks up in the front of the stage and just cheers right in your face.
You, points at Sven, out. You, points at Vim, no. You, pointing at
Told ya.
Jax, maybe, but you'll have to pay for it.
I have to pay for it.
This is one of the most famous inns. Of course you're going to pay for it. You get to keep all the tips.
How much?
10 gold.
I'll cover it.
Vim is now your pimp.
Nice.
I'll cover it.
I gotta go. I got kicked out.
Yeah.
So, can I see the performance from wherever I got kicked out to?
Yeah, they were in a back room doing this, not in the main hall. Yeah.
Oh, I got.
You will go on in 2 hours.
Thank you, Vim.
I got you, boo-boo.
You, looking at Vim, are absolutely not allowed to play at all, or be near the stage, preferably.
Yes, sir.
With
Thank
any
you,
sort of
sir.
musical intent.
Between you and
That's
me,
nice.
I think it was great progress.
You're crushing his artistic spirit.
I just go to the bar and get a giant fucking beer.
You
Excellent.
guys are better than you.
Okay, so you wanted to do a little gambling, right, Kizaru?
Yeah.
Okay, so
What did they have back in the day?
lots of card games, lots of dice games. What do you want to do? Card game, dice game.
I want to play craps.
You want to play craps?
Let's
They
go
don't
throw some dice in an alley.
necessarily have craps, but what they do have, they have something called a Vandra's Favor. The buy-in is 10 gold.
Cool.
And you're looking for 7s and 12s. If you get a 7 or 12, you win, but you can double the bet to add a 1d6. You will roll 2d6. If you get a 7 or 12, you win. After you roll, you can choose to double the bet and roll an additional 1d6. The other game that they're playing a lot of is something called, where is it here? The Gambit of Ord. And essentially, it's a card game. A lot like poker, where what you'll do is you would roll a 1d8 and then bet. And then roll a 1d6 and then bet. And then roll a 1d4 and then bet. And then you can continue bidding back and forth until both people have bid the same amount of money. And whoever has the higher score wins.
The second one sounds really time consuming. The first one sounds super fun.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
I'm rolling 2d6. You sit down at the table, you pony up your 10 gold, and he slides 2 dice over to you. You are playing against the house, and other people are betting on you as you play. There's people start to gather around when people start rolling the dice. Anytime you fail, you may continue to roll, adding 2 gold, and I'll just, so it's a 10 gold buy-in. To keep rolling, if you don't roll a 7 or 12, it's 2 extra gold. If you roll a 6, you're done.
Can I pull out any time other than that, or only until
Just right before the end.
right when I'm like about to climax? Like,
Yes.
peace out.
Woo!
Okay.
You cannot fold. You're either gonna win or lose.
You gotta know when to hold them.
No one
No
to
one to
fold them.
Know when to
No
walk
one to
away.
walk away. Yeah. No
And
one to
when to
run. Yep. You cannot fold out of this. You're either in or you're out.
I'm in. I'm in
All
like
right.
Flynn, baby.
Let's do it.
2d6.
2d6.
We both roll 2d6.
No, you'll just roll. This is a different game. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I had a different game in mind. So you roll
Okay.
2d6. It's craps, essentially. You rolled a 4. Wait, yeah, okay. So you rolled a 7. You win 10 extra gold. Straight up.
I'm already
roll your
You-
hand.
you rolled-
back.
You rolled a natural 7. You got your 10 gold plus 10 gold back. Do you want to keep going?
Wait, so I'm up to 20 now, or did I just make back what I put in?
You put in 10 gold, and you get
Mhm.
back whatever you put in. So you get your bet plus 10 gold. The house pays you to win.
Yeah, so now you're at 20.
So now you're at a total of 20.
I'm gonna do one
Again.
more.
Yeah, minimum buy-in is 10, but you can bet more than that if you want.
I'm gonna keep it at 10.
Okay. Now you're at 4. You can continue to roll, or you can buy an extra die for 2 gold.
I'll do it.
Okay. Wait, which?
I'll do an extra die for 2.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So bet stays. You're at 12 gold on the table. Roll 2d6. 6. You're out. You just lost 12 gold.
All right. Well, that's 8 gold that I left the game with.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Everyone claps for you a little bit.
Yeah.
You catch somebody say, "Bloody low spenders."
I just wanted to get my feet wet.
Nicely done. What's everyone else doing?
I want to try now. I want to go.
Gradually.
You can do some betting?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Hook it up. Start with 2d6. Well, you're not going to go out.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
all you have to do is go /roll space 2d6. All right, so you rolled a 4. You're still in. You got 10 coin on the table right now. You can either go 2 more dice to roll again, hoping to get a 3, or you keep your money on the table and you roll again.
I want to roll one more.
Okay,
for
roll a
2 more
d6.
gold.
So you're going to be in 12 gold.
It's still rolling my die.
It's okay. You got a 7. You made 12 extra gold.
Yay!
So that's 24 gold back at you. You've got 24 gold on the table. Are you going to bet again?
No, I want to take my winnings and then just do a new game.
You want to do a different game?
Like the same game, but I want
you're
to
gonna
take
play
my
again.
24 gold. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put 10 down. Make your roll. You've got a 9. You can either buy in for 2 extra gold to roll an extra d6 to try and get to 12, or keep rolling.
One extra die.
Okay, so you're in for 12.
Dang it.
So you're at 13.
Oh wait, that's 12.
No, 9 plus 4 is 13.
Oh yeah, 13.
Yeah. So you're going to have to put an extra 10 gold down to keep playing, or you lose.
And then roll 2d6 again.
Yep. So you're up to 22 gold on the table. You got a 6, you're out. You just lost 22 gold.
So I walked away with 2 gold.
You walked away with 2 gold. Congratulations to the winner.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
I'm gradually coming to terms with the fact that this place might be too fancy for me. That my once refined tastes have eroded.
So about 2 hours pass, and Jax, you're up. You are given a place at the stage. And first up, I want tell me what you're going to perform. What kind of song? What are you doing?
I wrote a poetry song.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Do I need to make a performance check or?
You're going to need to as well, but did you actually write something?
I actually wrote something.
Let's hear it, and then make your performance check.
Yes.
All right. Do I just go?
Just go. You make your way up on stage, you pull out your lute, and...
Here's a little song I wrote. Just now. Wench and Cholt. There once was a wench and Cholt. frog, and then she choked. She wishes she could sing. Can only croak. Too bad. She's just a wench in Cholt.
Woo! Make it perform. And for such a simple song, you hear this encore, and everybody joins with you the second time, and people seem to really enjoy it. And after you play it, they want you to play it again, and it becomes like this, and then it turns into a round where some people will start it, and then some other people will start it like 2 sentences in, and some people will start it. And it's a rousing success. You actually win about 50 gold from tips from people, and not about exactly 50 gold. Yeah.
Woo! And then I plant my face in some beer.
Nice. Other than the eating and imbibing, is there anything you guys want to accomplish? Anything else this evening?
I'm good. I'm ready for bed personally.
Yes.
No, I don't see anybody here that looked like they a guide, right?
Oh yeah, guide.
You can make some investigation checks to gather information.
I can investigate.
All right. Vim will take or Jax will take your first investigation. Yeah, you're able to ask around, and they do actually know us, some folks. I will give you some handouts here. How many successes did you get? You got
So
1, 2, 3. You got 3 successes. All right, so you get to learn about 3 guides. Your first one will be, who is this? Yeah, so it'll be this one. Cute. Your second one will be this one.
This is horrible.
And then your last one will be this one. So those are the 3 you learn about.
Looks like we have some studying to do.
Yeah.
Those are quite a few to look through. They all have such merit. Who is this albino dwarf?
You have actually seen a few albino dwarves walking around here.
Is this I thought I saw the one. I remember him.
Yeah.
It's quite peculiar. But
Yeah.
we're seeing many?
Yeah, it's not like they're a large portion of the population, but you've seen a few, certainly.
Right, more than
none. Less than 100, yeah.
What kind of check would that be to know more about? I'll ask around also, but do I know about them? Is that history?
It would be history, but I'd give it to you at disadvantage because it's Cholton history and you don't know anything about Cholton.
All right, let's see if I know it off the top of my head. I'd rather probably just talk to somebody.
No, you were unaware of, other than the ones you have run into, of any sort of dwarf that happens to have albinism. Is not a thing that you've ever encountered before or heard about.
Oh, many.
I'm kind of leaning towards Farul and Gondolo or Musharib.
That's hilarious because those I am all about. Iku?
Iku, good one.
It's funny. How do you pronounce that?
It sounds pretty cool.
Iku, yeah.
They're looking to do good.
Oh, but Musharib will give it will guide us for free, and then we get to save his people.
Yep.
Aw, that's pretty cool.
And he only charges 5 gold a day, but he doesn't make you pay up front either.
Yeah.
Everyone else is making you pay 30-day payment up front.
Which is 150.
I do love dwarven kind.
I mean, with Musharib, we run the risk of not having to pay anything, but with
That's
Falul and
true.
Gondolo, we get a Triceratops, we get 2 guides, and any gold and shit that we pick up.
We were already getting.
Like
gold by-
they're gonna reduce their rate if we share all the treasure we get.
Ew, what?
They'll reduce their
oh.
rate
Oh, God.
for equal shares of any treasure found.
Yeah, no way. I'm not giving treasure to these nerds.
Fine.
But then we can pay full price and worry about it. But the chaotic, yeah, maybe Musharib.
I'm kind of leaning towards Musharib too.
Now, those are
That's who I'm-
that's to be clear. That's only the information you gained here. There may be more to look from as well.
Yeah, because we still haven't gone to the fort.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's bound to be more than 3 guides here. These are just the 2 you discovered tonight in this one bar.
And we were also told not to decide on the first one either. We were told to look around and
Make an informed
speak
choice.
to
Yeah.
numerous people.
Yeah.
True.
We can keep them in mind and just come back if we.
Yep.
For sure. All right. Anything else this evening? There's a lot of stuff.
I
That's
think we
good.
can call it a night and then go ahead and head to bed and get up in the morning so we can go in and go to our dinosaur races.
Dinosaur races.
Dinosaurs!
I
Change
would
the dwarf!
prefer not to share a room with anyone, unless anyone objects. I would like to take one of the single rooms.
We don't. No, we do have
Well,
2
if you
one
wanna-
bedrooms.
Yeah, you have 2 1-bedrooms and 1 4-bedroom. How are you
I
going
don't
to
mind.
appoint yourselves?
I don't mind sharing a room.
I'll sleep
I
with
don't mind
anyone.
sharing.
All right, one at a time. So it sounds like Kazara and Sven are in a room.
What? Aw.
With 2 other people. Vim wanted a room by himself.
I can
And-
share.
All
Yeah.
right. Bryn can share, and so then Bayer will take the last room on his own. Boop, done. Okay, sold. All right. So you guys head upstairs. It's very nicely appointed. In fact, each of your rooms has like a living room to it as well.
Oh.
The one with the 4 bedrooms has some nice couches and a table and a few bookshelves. The one, Vim, that you're in has some nice rugs and pillows on the floor to sit and chat. And Byers has a couple couches and a fountain. It's very nice. It's actually very well appointed. There's also a fountain in your guys' room, Kazara, Sven, Jackson, Bryn. So it's very nice. The beds are comfortable. It's down pillows and thin, light sheets that, with the open windows, keep you just warm enough to slip into sleep. And as you do, Kazara, you have a dream. And I'm going to pull you away. And have you all for myself. Hi.
Hey.
All right, so you wake up. No longer are you on a bed, but you are laying flat on hard gray stone. 2 torches are on the walls on either side of you, and in front of you is an open archway into a dimly lit room beyond. There is a hard-to-catch tune playing in the background. You
Okay.
are... What do you do?
In my dream,
Yeah.
I am going to walk to the lit room to find out where the music's coming from.
As you walk into the room, you... As if a veil was lifted from your eyes, in front of you, you see a pool filled with a red liquid. Around it are 12 masked figures wearing black robes and porcelain masks. In front of them, on a large lit dais, is the statue of the Raven Mother. A woman comes out from behind the statue, looks at you and says, Kazara, I'm glad you came. And she just looks at you for a moment. Your fate is at a turning point. Your companion of these last few weeks, the elderly gentleman, who has been with you for longer than that, he is tied to the death curse, though I don't think he knows it. And a vision flashes in your head of a giant city carved into a deep valley. You see Naga, which are writhing snake people, and Yuan-Ti, but your vision penetrates deeper and you see underneath a horrible vision of some form of bloated creature sitting in a pool, and then you see a face. It is a dead face, but it's animated with green piercing eyes and wears a jagged iron crown. This is the heart of Ubtao. You must end this curse, if you so choose, even if it means the death of your friend.
Okay.
You get another vision at this point, looking into the pool. In front of you rises a large, heart-shaped hunk of stone and rock. It rises above the jungle below. Vines coming off of it, there are walkways carved into it, and there are buildings on the top of it. It's a hunk of rock that just floats there. Sven's connection may lead you to this place, and know that he and you may find a fate there that we did not intend. You are the keeper of fate. You are one of my children and must see that the strings are restored to their proper place, and that life's meant to continue, and that life's meant to end in the way they are supposed to. That is broken. It is your time, Kazara, if you choose to take it.
I don't know if I have a choice in this. I don't wish for Sven to die. I couldn't possibly imagine my life without him.
I do not know that he needs to die. All that I know is that he is connected in some way to this deeper fate. But that it is your charge to ensure that all strings find their end at the right time, and not through some foul, unliving curse. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
And with that, you're back in your bed and you wake up for just a moment before falling back to sleep. We're back. Okay. So, you guys, it's about the middle of the night, and you're all sound asleep in your beds. I need everyone to make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Can I just use my passive?
No. Oh, actually, yeah. Well, let everybody tell me your passive perception. Let's do that.
18.
15.
12.
9.
Okay. I would like everyone to roll initiative for me.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Really?
Do we need a little?
Mine's
Token.
16, sorry.
Oh, JK.
18 was not good enough. Okay.
How do do we need our pieces so we don't goof it?
You're there. Or you should be
Okay.
there.
There we are. Yep. Yep. Ooh, there we go. There goes little baby Sven. Oh my god, I crit on my initiative? Okay.
Everyone other than Vim is surprised.
Well, that figures.
Give me your thingies.
Hmm?
I will...
Hey.
Hey, y'all. Where's your thing, assassin? Give it to me. No, not assassin vine. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Boop. 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 Oop. Boop. 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 Okay, sweet. To the combat music!
Oh, do we have music going?
Yeah, there's been music on the whole time.
Why can't I hear it?
I don't know.
Do you have it turned down all the way?
Maybe
No,
it's
no.
down on your settings.
That's weird.
Okay, so bringing up the combat ticker. I got everybody on there? I've got extra people on there. All right, hang on a second here. Doop, doop, doop. Go away. Go away. Combat ticker from last game is still up. Boop. Boop. Okay.
Mine was 40.
Yours was not 40. Don't be a poo. All right, so, Kazar, are you a 10? What are you? 13. Okay. I just have to fix your initiatives real quick, and then I'll tell you what's
I'm a
happening.
13 on a good day.
Aw. Jex, you're 14. Vim, you're 17. Sven, you're 24. Bryn, you're 22. Ghost is 12. All right. Excellent. Then we are in the proper order. All right. Vim, you wake up. There is a black-clad figure standing over your bed with a dagger.
I have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken its combat yet.
Factual.
Nice.
So advantage, main dagger. This is not sneak attack though, right?
Yes.
It's ready to
Armor, by the way. Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. So
Yo,
Sven,
Frostwing! Oh, I'm awake.
you wake up to a dagger sinking into you,
Ah! Oh!
or a short sword actually, sinking into
Ah!
you. One of his attacks will. Oh wait, he has advantage, so that's the first attack. So everybody's AC is 10 plus your dexterity right now. That's it.
Oh.
Nobody's wearing armor.
Am I not in combat? Just
You are
curious.
asleep in combat. Yes. You are currently asleep in your bed until it's your
Oh.
turn, and then you get to wake up.
I'm just saying I'm not on the turn order. I just was.
Oh yeah, you are. You're 13 down there.
Not on our screen.
I see you. Interesting. Hang on, let's do this. Add turn. Doink. We'll just do it this way. Boop. 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 Do you see you now?
I do now.
Okay. Fixed. Yay! Alright. So, the first assassin backs out of the way. As the second assassin takes 2 attacks. So you're at a 9 AC, is that right? No, what's your AC with dexterity only, Sven?
14.
14. Alright, so the first attack hits and the second attack crits. First attack will be for 9 plus Be 9 regular damage. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 poison damage.
Whoa.
Second attack will be for 16 damage, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, that's a lot of ones.
Can you stop rolling? What the fuck's happening?
And 24 poison damage.
Wait, doesn't that kill me outright?
No, they're separate attacks.
No, well, I mean, the second attack is going to do 24 damage, right?
Yeah, what is your max HP?
40.
Unless it's 12.
So I already-
Unless someone does 40 damage to you in a single attack, you are not killed outright.
Yeah, oh, okay.
A
So I'm just
single
down.
roll of the dice. Yeah, a single, like, if they do 8 piercing and 24 poison, only one of those two counts. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it's both of
but
them, but it's still not 40, so don't worry about it.
I am down, though.
Yes, you are. Kazara, what is your dex plus 10?
Oh, my modifier? It's 11.
Okay, so you have an 11. First attack. Somehow misses. With advantage. Second attack. Hits. We'll do 6 piercing damage. And 2, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 12 poison damage. As you feel a short sword stab into your stomach. And now into the top of the order with actual initiative, starting with Sven. I need you to make a death saving throw.
I'm dying faster!
You have failed your first death saving throw. Bryn, you wake up to 2 silent assassins stabbing the people across the way from you. What do you do?
I am going to... how close is everyone room, and how big is our room?
Your room is 25 feet by 15 feet, and Kazara is 20 feet away from you, and the closest assassin's 10 feet away from you. Both assassins are 10 feet away from you.
Okay, and there's only 2 assassins in the room with us?
Yes.
And I cast Hail of Thorns.
Yes.
Level 1.
Okay. So it needs a dex save. Copy. Fails on the dex save. So it'll take 1d10 piercing damage.
13 damage, yes.
Oh, the next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack. So you're going to shoot him, and he'll take an extra
Okay.
1d10. I see. Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, then I'm going my longbow.
Shoot him! It's a miss, as the arrow sting, and actually embeds itself above Kazara's head. Vim.
Okay, and I now
Oh.
have an extra attack at level 5.
Oh yeah, nice. Do it again. Because we're level 5 now. That's a hit.
Hey.
So it'll be damage plus 1d10.
I'm working on it. Woohoo!
So 19 damage. All right.
Awesome.
You hear this as the arrow slams into this assassin. Anything else? No. Jax.
Well, okay,
Oh.
hold on. So,
Was it, wait,
every... for Hail of Thorns that I cast,
Yes.
it's the next time that I hit a creature. So the second time, or my second attack, I hit,
Yeah. And then you roll
I
the
deal
1d10.
damage, but I do it to each creature within 5 feet.
Oh, so Kazara needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, no, Ghost.
No,
A creature takes one.
facet.
In addition to the normal attack, the target must make a. Yeah.
And each crack, yeah.
Yeah, so Ghost needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Which one did you shoot?
You shoot this one?
I don't know, I can't see the screen because there.
Bar up here on the right.
I know how to zoom in. Hold on. There.
I'm sorry.
Taking forever to load. You're stealing all the internet. Okay, so if be further away.
Yeah, if you hit that one instead, you won't hit Ghost, for sure.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do? Okay.
Alright.
No, you're good. Vim, you're next.
All right. So, this assassin still has not taken an attack against me, correct?
Oh no, it would have tried to attack you. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. First attack. Hits on an 18, I'd imagine? What's your...
Is it on... They rolled a 5 for their initiative?
Yeah, but you would have gone and then they would have gone in the surprise round. 2 of them went, and I forgot to do one. That's all.
Okay, alright.
So 18 hit without armor?
Yep.
Alright, for 5 damage, plus now that you're awake, I can't do as much to you with the poison damage, sadly. 2, 4, 5 poison damage.
Wait, so what was that total?
10.
10. I use Uncanny Dodge to have that.
Okay, to 5. And then its second attack is going to hit for 9 damage on the piercing, and then 8 damage of poison.
17.
And then it's your turn. Thank you for reminding me that one didn't attack you.
Yeah, buddy.
Take an inspiration because you just got fucking shellacked by it too.
Hang on, sorry. Hang on. Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, I'm doing math.
You good?
I took a total of 36. Okay, 19. That hurt a lot. Okay, cool. All right, so, stabby rip, stab, stab.
All right, stabby rip, stab, stab.
And I no longer have advantage. Fuck me.
Yeah, that's a miss.
I'd like to use luck to reroll that.
Do it up. That's a hit.
All right. Damage 7.
For 7.
And then offhand.
Yes, sir. That's also a miss. God, man, that is some bad fucking luck.
That's.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Sweet. Jax. You wake up as a hail of arrows explodes from this assassin in front of you.
Heal me.
There is just an incredible amount of blood on Sven's bed.
I will cast Healing Word.
Oh, dope, thank you.
Okay,
Watch them kill me again.
so that will stabilize you and give you 4 hit points. You are now prone. Everybody's technically prone. Except Vim, I would imagine you would have moved off the bed.
Yeah, I stood up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, when
Cool.
the first thing hit.
That is your bonus action healing word, Jax. So do you have an additional action?
So, is this guy, like, is he not facing me? Like,
He is
can I
not
sneak,
facing you yet. He is not turned around.
like, sneak behind him and try and stab him?
You may. He knows you're there, so there's no actual sneak involved, but you can totally try and stab him in the back.
Do that.
That is a miss.
Wait.
But it does put you here. All right. Anything else? Nope. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Kazara, you wake up with a sword in your gut.
Ouch. I have a question. Can I use meta magic
Yeah.
Use metamagic to what?
empower burning hands?
Yeah.
Yes,
Wait.
you may. However,
Because it doesn't roll damage technically.
I'll look. But you're within 15 feet of lots of friends.
I thought okay. Never mind.
Actually, if you want to get up and move, you could do it. If you came to like here, hang on, I got a point. If you came to here, you could hit this one or only this one with burning hands and not hit anyone else. You can place a template in such a way that it will not harm an ally.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna bring hand on this one, and I'm gonna so it's already a point. So I roll it first, and then
Yeah. So it'll still hit Sven. I'm just thinking about the template. So it would be better, and I'm gonna help you out because it's a 15-foot template. You would want to be here, because then you could position it to not hit Ghost. But if you're here, you're gonna hit Sven. You can't miss him.
what? Okay, so you're saying it's better if I hit Ghost?
You're
That's
not
fine.
gonna hit Ghost because you can do it here and not hit Ghost, is what I'm saying. But if
How
you're
would that be?
here,
How
oh,
would it
I
not
see. No, I'm really dumb because your template. Yeah. You can totally do it that way. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay, I was
you
like,
saw it and I
hold on.
didn't. You win.
Nope.
Yep. No, you're
Hey, welcome to
God,
my life.
why are you right? What's going on? No, awesome.
So.
Hang on, I'm gonna look at the Empower meta magic real quick just to make
Yeah, when
sure.
you spend once-
Empower when you roll
reroll.
damage. Oh yeah, you can. It's just you're re-rolling damage.
So that is going to be another.
You're only gonna want to do it if you got a low
Six.
roll. You can re-roll that too. Yeah, see if you get better.
Oh.
I mean, it might be worth it. You could up that damage a bit more, but it's up to you.
Just in case, I'm gonna not.
Okay.
Not.
DC 15 Dexterity saving throw. Way to roll a 3. Okay, so that's 15 damage, and your bed is on fire.
Okay. Well, I didn't need that anyway.
Boop. Then it's Ghost.
Okay. Ghost is going to fight the assassin that is right in front of him.
Awesome.
Sorry if I clicked it more than one time. My thing's being slow.
It's okay. Yeah, it hasn't shown up here yet, so something's slow. Ruby
Literally.
interrupts. Oh god.
A
Yeah.
bunch
Well.
of times. I told you.
Yeah. It's cool. Yep. So with a 10, yeah, we're gonna take the first one, and with a 10, it misses. The assassin's able to dodge out of the way. These guys are squirrely AF. All right. So assassins go. Jax.
I want to go ahead.
Oh no.
and...
You about to get stabbed.
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, you good.
I'll just-
What is your ace? What is your dexterity bonus?
It's my dexterity. It's. So, is that your question? Sorry.
Yeah, what is your dexterity bonus?
Oh, 2.
All right, so you're gonna take as this assassin slashes you across the front of the chest. It doesn't do much physical damage, but you feel this poison start to burn into you as you take 4 piercing and 9 poison damage. Kazara, you're gonna get 1 attack, and the dog's gonna get 1 attack. Missed on Kazara. Missed on the dog. Vim, 2 attacks. 3 and 3. Okay, well my assassins are not well trained tonight. They probably had a little bit too much to drink in the bar, and it's Sven's go.
All right. ready to go. Wait, where's Kazara?
Right here.
I don't see her. No, I mean IRL.
Oh, I don't know. She probably stepped away for a second.
God damn it. I had something to talk to her about when it was my turn. Oh well. Well, I wake up from my death twice, and I look around the room like, Kazara, are you alive? I guess I see her incinerating that thing. Oh, there she is. And then okay, that's all I need. And I second wind, and then I step out towards the one that's to flank the one there, and I'm going to strike it once.
Wait,
Here
this
we
one or this one?
This one right here, the one I'm flanking with Kazara.
Oh,
I
the one
got
you're
my
flanking with
rapier from-
Kazara. Okay, sweet. Yeah, you pull out your rapier as your free action, and then you can stab twice,
Yeah!
actually, because you're level 5. You can attack twice.
That's right. Oh, I got it all planned. It's coming onto this guy's head.
All right.
So, gonna do I did second wind. Gonna rapier once.
What?
Oh, did I? Oh no. Why do I have?
Because you got a crit. You have advantage.
Oh,
And
I
you
have
got a
advantage.
crit.
Yes. Oh, baby, we're good for it. This one's gonna be a menacing strike as well.
Okay.
Does crit affect my
It doubles all dice.
all dice?
All
Oh.
dice.
Oh, that's great. Just straight up double. Okay, so here we go. Holy
Yeah, so you roll
baby.
them twice, essentially. So that is your basic
That's-
attack is 16 damage, and then you get 2d8.
All right. And so it rolled the extra
It rolled
crit
your
dice.
it rolled your extra
Already?
crit die there. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Roll 2d8. Alright.
Blah blah blah. But 19 points of damage
cool.
is good as you dig your rapier into him. And you hear this muffled. "Ugh."
All right. Make
Still
a
up
wisdom
there.
saving throw.
I make a wisdom saving throw. I rolled a natural 20. What happens?
He wins.
Oh.
I don't scare him.
Oh.
I
Bryn!
can create an. Nope, I'm not done yet.
Oh, you have more action surge, I bet.
I haven't even done my second attack yet.
Oh, you haven't. Oh my God, you're right. I'm an
I
idiot.
know.
Please continue with the ass kicking, sir.
Not a worry. Let's see. Where's action surge? Does that take a bonus action?
No, you just
Yeah.
go. Maybe it
Yep.
does.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think so. I think you just go. I action surge, and then you action surge.
Perfect. All right. And then I will do a. So the guy, he's still up, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do another rapier attack.
Yes. Hits.
All right. This many.
This many. All right, 6 more damage.
1d8.
What strike are you doing this time?
I'm doing another menacing strike. I'm not
Nice.
pulling
Okay.
Pulling out all the stops on these guys.
All right, and with a final blow, he slides off your blade and falls to the ground.
Perfect. All right, and then action surge. I'm not done with these guys. I'm gonna. Do I even wanna? I'm furious that me and Kazara are coated in blood.
Yeah, you're both fucked up.
I don't see Vim, so I have no commander strike, friend. I'll leap onto my bed covered in my own blood, wearing naught but my undergarments. How about you? Fire burning in my eye as I go for yet another menacing strike. Every single strike was just bristling with malice. I'm so
Excellent.
pissed.
I feel menaced.
Finish the menace.
Svennis the Menace. Yeah.
Did you just give me the Venice the Menace?
And that's a hit.
Oh boy, it's fun. You guys are too much fun.
For 12. All right. Still up.
And make a wisdom saving throw.
I make a wisdom saving throw. I roll a 11. What do I have? What happens?
Oh, that does not beat my DC of 14. He is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And
All right.
I am finally done.
Excellent. Vim.
Bryn.
Bryn. Sorry, I got ahead on the tracker.
Oh,
I'm going to. It's still left in the room.
Uh-oh. Is Bryn breaking up for anyone or just me?
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants to use her longbow on the.
All right, roll it up.
Fucker.
Please hold. Technical difficulties. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doo. Doop, doop, doop. That's a hit. Doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. For 12 more points of damage. It is barely standing after 2 really rough hits from you. And you get another shot. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop. We've changed key. Doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doo. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. Dwee, doop, doo. Boop, boop, doop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. That's a miss as it skitters off the wall next to between Sven and the assassin. All right. Vim.
I'd like to stab her. Stab him.
I would like to stab you really hard.
I'd like to stab him.
I'd like to stab him for 500.
I'd like to defeat this enemy. I'm gonna cast defeat enemy. Oh my god. Luck. Rolling luck. Or I'm gonna use luck to reroll that.
Okay.
That third critical failure of this fight.
That's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have critical rolls. We here on the Heart of Darkness have critical failures.
Critical
For 5
fail.
damage.
And then offhand.
Misses.
Stay where I am.
Okay. Jax.
I actually want to this guy because I want to know who sent him.
You want to what that guy?
I want to like try and bind him or like capture him and
For sure. How do you want to try and do that?
with the rope.
So you would attempt to grapple him. So you would make a melee attack with...
Yeah. How do I do
No,
that?
you would just... At this point, you would roll a d20 plus any strength modifier you have.
Can I like bardically inspire myself to help me on the roll?
How would you like to do that?
Like breathe deeply and go into like a zen space. Then
Okay.
just like
Reach
tackle
out. Yeah, give it a go.
this. Okay, so what is it? Sorry.
You will roll a d20 plus or minus your strength modifier.
Wait, no.
Oh,
roll.
slash roll space 1d20 plus 0, no spaces in any of that.
Okay. Wait, what? No! I can't.
You miss. As he kind of, even with, I mean, you can, if you would like to roll your bardic inspiration, you may.
Okay.
But it's up to you.
I feel like you're telling me not to.
I'm only saying it's up to you.
Oh,
5, 4.
no, I guess
Three.
not.
No. Okay, no, it is. Awesome. Any other movements or bonus actions or anything?
I can't, because can I still try and attack otherwise?
No, your attack was the attempt to grapple.
Okay. Then no.
Okay. Kazara.
Well, I might regret this, but I'm gonna move right here, and I'm gonna use Shocking Grasp.
Shocking
This is
grasp.
a melee.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You crit for 3 points of damage, which is just enough to take him down to the ground.
Yes.
Finally, a cantrip works out in my favor.
Ah.
All right, Ghost.
Okay, so I have a question, DM.
Yes.
Can Ghost run next door to them's room?
Do you know
And
Vim
so
is under
attack?
attack?
Do what?
Do you know Vim is under attack?
Yeah.
Well, you can assume. You don't,
Well, I mean,
you don't know if it's fact.
I don't know it as a fact, but I assume.
Okay, for sure. You'll have to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. He can almost make it there.
But then he wouldn't be able to attack.
That would be his run, yeah. He would take him 80 squares to get right there. Which you can't see, I don't think, but
No, I can't.
yeah. It'll take him...
But I had to ask.
yeah, so I'll show you where. Hang on, I'll move Ghost. Boop! Take 80 feet of movement to get there.
Keen hearing and smell.
You know, with keen hearing, I'd give it to him. Absolutely.
So you would be able to know that there was something going on.
Yeah, that's with Keen. You're 100% right. Keen hearing would tip him off. There's combat going on in the other room.
Oh, okay.
So, do you see
All
where
right.
he's at now?
I'm getting there. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So behind that door is where Vim is.
Okay.
There's a door there, and behind that is where you'll see Vim. But right now he's just in that main room there. Yep. All right. So this assassin is going to take a disengage action and start to run. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and makes it out to here on the balcony. Sven, Kazari, Jax, Bryn, you hear very light footsteps on the roof outside your window. Sven, it's your go.
Yeah, I was about to say, was that a window? Right.
Yeah, it is a window. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
That noise.
7 oaths. Is everyone all right?
I'm bleeding. And I'm just mean from wounds, not from anything else. Don't worry about it.
Feminine hygiene is not being accounted for. Understood.
Just clarifying.
How are you, Jax?
I'm okay. If
Oh.
I could use some healing.
And that is your 6 seconds of action, Bryn.
Wait, really? Oh,
You literally just had a conversation for 6 seconds.
okay.
Right?
Okay. I'm going to. Can I go outside and then use my longbow through the window?
Yes, you may.
Because then I would.
Yep, you can hop out the window. Beep, beep, and it'll put you there.
I'm going to attack him again.
That is also
that
a hit.
hit?
Yes.
Woohoo! There we go.
This one thunks in right to the kidney. But he or she is still keeping on.
Yeah, I'm good. Are you okay?
I was just attacked by that assassin. Were you attacked too?
I did not get hit. I was able to walk away.
But there were assassins in your room.
Yeah, yes, there were. But we were able to take them both down. There were 2 of them. How many were in your room?
Just this one. And can I go over and search the assassin's body or anything?
Absolutely. The assassin is actually female. You take off the mask and it's a dark-skinned female, carrying the 2 shorts, or just the 1 short sword, and also anything else, and a light crossbow, on the back. And as you search through their pockets, you find a scrap of paper. On that scrap of paper is written this.
I assume we're out of combat now?
Yes, you're absolutely out of combat at this point.
I would like to go check on Bayer.
Yeah, where is Bayer?
No one tried to kill Bayer?
Yeah, you guys head up and check on Bayer. He's just across the hallway from you guys. He was asleep.
Oh, nice. He didn't try to get assassinated. That must be wonderful.
It's
Oh,
like the wind whistling through leaves.
Let's just let him sleep, I guess. Note about David commands your death.
Has Vim shared this with us?
I don't know.
Assuming
Ben,
yes.
Yeah, I'll bring it. I'll come to you guys' room
Sweet.
and show this to you. And does anything about what this note says ring any bells whatsoever?
Not to you.
I would like to rack my brain to see if I've heard of this person before.
Make a history check. No.
No.
Does anybody else know anything about what this means?
You wanna see if they remember?
These assassins were wearing masks?
Yes.
What kind of masks?
There was just simple cloth coverings. It is 2 female humans and a male human.
What do humans want with us?
Looks like someone has ordered our death.
How did they get in here? Does anyone in the inn know? No one saw them? Maybe we should find out.
Oh, they're gonna know. We're going to talk.
The 1 will rise above the 6. 1 will rise above our power 6.
Turn on the music.
I mean, I would like to go downstairs and ask, like, the innkeeper or
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
So
we
no
should
one
tell somebody
else-
that we almost died.
like someone came in our room and tried to kill us. No one saw any. We're the only ones. No one heard a ruckus.
It was that fight was over in 18 seconds. And the assassins weren't making any noise.
We'll likely want to at least let the patrons know.
Yeah, I
trying
want to
to
go downstairs and tell somebody, like, hey, you got to mess up here. I want satisfaction. I
We want
expected to
everybody
be
back.
safe in your establishment, and I was not, and I hold you personally responsible. That's what I want to tell
An
them.
old man bled all over one of your beds. Just a heads up, you might want to call housekeeping.
I didn't do it on purpose.
And a bed was set on fire.
I
Well, the
woke
bed's
up
on
with
fire.
I woke up and my blood was already being taken out of my body without my permission.
One second, I'm writing a note.
I'm assuming there's someone at the front desk or at the.
Yeah, there's totally someone at the front desk.
Okay, maybe like,
To the person to whom I whispered, to whisper back, all you have to do is hit /W and then Throck. But yes, there's a person at the desk. Yes, how may I help you? Are you okay?
I'm not okay. Can you
No.
tell that I'm bleeding? I don't know if you heard any noise from upstairs, but someone came into our room and tried to murder us all. Did you see anyone come through here?
No.
I don't know if I believe you. You didn't? Did you hear anything? Do you have any rooms near ours?
Did I?
Summon
I've
the
been down here
authority.
all night.
Where are the town guards?
We have our own guards here. They're at the front.
And they're terrible at their jobs. And I want one to come with me, at least one. To our rooms
yes,
now.
Yes, of course. Come. Did anybody stay up there?
I'm assuming
Or did-
Buyer did.
Oh well,
He
he's
doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
he's fucking clueless. Everybody went downstairs, right? I'm just checking. I'm just trying to get a hold on where everybody is. Yes. No.
Jax, Bryn, did either of you stay upstairs?
And stayed upstairs.
Okay.
I probably upstairs for my decency.
Okay, sweet. So the two of you go down. You lead a guard back up, and he looks shocked. He's like, What happened in here? What is going on?"
We were attacked.
I
You
see.
failed in your job, and we were attacked.
My good man.
I'm sorry.
I've been stabbed in my sleep in your establishment.
I'm very sorry for you. We don't make you sign any sort of waiver when you come here. It's not like it's our responsibility if you get stabbed.
We're giving you terrible reviews.
I'm
Yeah,
roasting
this
you
is
guys
going
on
on
Yelp.
Yelp.
Shelp. On Shelp.
Yelp.
1 star was stabbed in my sleep. Would not recommend.
I show the guard the note.
Oh no. Oh no. I didn't. So apparently our things got messed up. Thanks for the heads up. Thanks for that the heads up and vacated. Something probably got messed up at some point. We're near the end, but it'll be right again. It started right and then something happened. Apologies. Our videos got a little mixed up. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
I show the guard the note that I found on the body, and ask if this means anything.
I have no idea what this means. I don't know what a Dark Deva is or who the 1 or the 6 are.
Was there a note or anything else on any?
No, just the
You
1.
cut out.
Well, I start looking through the other bodies. I want to see if there was a different note or anything on the other bodies.
There's not.
So who do you recommend I talk to, Mr. Guard person?
Well, the princes of the city, the merchant princes run the city.
They will be the ones that are...
We've had fights here before, but we've never had any sort of assassinations. He's the most well-dictioned guard ever. I don't know why I did that, but he's got quite good diction for a guard.
No one's heard of the Dark Deva, right? Dark Deva? Deva?
I didn't know, but if somebody else...
Oh, I thought we asked somebody. or the guard? I thought we asked one of them.
The guard has no idea.
Okay. I mean, I can go downstairs and ask the innkeeper. Like, have you heard of the Dark Deva? No stories.
No. What's a Deva?
Well, that answers that question. Anyone nearby with that kind of knowledge?
It's
like 3 in the morning
hello,
or something.
anyone?
What
Anyone
time is it?
in town who would know? I know we got somewhere to be. We got dinos to race.
No, you don't get any sort of response in terms of other people. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So there's not a ton of folks down here right now. It's mostly just staff. There's a few people gambling at some of the tables, but it's a quiet time even in a bar like this.
So we didn't get a full rest, did we?
You have not gotten a full rest, no.
No. We're totally
Nope.
done.
I would try to go back to sleep, but I don't know. I'm kind of bleeding, and I don't know if I could sleep at this point.
Well, I'm absolutely going back to bed, but I'd like a new bed. At least provide me that
I
one.
want my money back, and
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, I cannot give you your money back. Like I said, we don't have any indemnities against attempted assassinations, but we can find you new lodgings.
That will suffice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Could be
Um,
more, but-
And as you guys are given your new beds, you slip back into sleep. You slip back into sleep. A little stabbed, a little curious as to what's going on, and looking forward to a day at the races next week on Heart of Darkness.
Yay!
Yeah!
Yay!
Woo! All right, so that's it for the stream tonight, team. Sorry, the cameras got mixed up there. You should just call me Technical Difficulties Throck. It's what I do for a living, is have technical difficulties. But I hope everybody had fun.
Yeah.
Lots of shopping, lots of role playing, lots of plot tonight too. So that's pretty cool. Awesome. All right. So with that, team, thank everybody who watched. We got bits tonight. We got followers tonight. We got all sorts of awesomeness tonight. I just want to thank everybody who came out and supported the show. So thank you. We'll be back next Friday at 8:30 with the next episode of Heart of Darkness. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.